We've got the flop. I am not sure who's red or blue, actually.
Me either. I don't know. It's probably Blizzard Force, looking at what this is.
Yeah, that's actually a good call. Yeah, bombing run breakthrough. That's not going to be Luke.
That's not going to be Luke.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Blizzard Force. So that's Dustin being blue player. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2023 Star Wars Legion World Championship.
Oh, right.
We're live now. Yeah, introductions. I'm David Endless Zelenka. I'm joined by John Bushfacts Bushman.
That's me.
And we're about to be joined again by Lucas Teknofobia Ustick, who is currently talking to Andrew Dursum, our game developer, seeing if he wants to come on stream for just a little bit to chat with stream. But they're currently just talking over on the side here, but they'll be back. Guys, it's going to be an awesome day of Legion, I can tell you what. It's we got for you on your screen right now, Luke Cook playing double bounty. Current world champion, defending world champion, making his title defense against all comers here, playing 12 activation, double bounty against Dustin from the 5280 Legion. Dustin playing Blizzard Force.
Dustin is blue player, and we've had the first round of vetoes. Luke Cook vetoed Disarray. And looks like Dustin is deciding on his final veto. And then Luke will get one more.
So I have Dustin's profile from yesterday.
That is a veto on breakthrough, and then bombing run goes away. Key positions pretty ideal for Luke Cook. Danger close. That's a great flanking deployment for the bikes.
Are we live, right?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
welcome.
Lucas. We are live, in fact.
Players are muted.
Our
they're
game
muted.
dev has the
players are
same
muted
box
right
as
now.
me.
The same travel case?
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
it.
it's an awesome
I haven't
travel
seen
case.
anyone else with it yet.
I'm going to update the bot, guys, real quick. I'm going to turn the player mics on so that we can listen to them while they do turn 0 here. And I'm going to go ahead and update the bot. And so let's listen into what the players are going to do.
Yep.
Turn them up just
There's
a hair.
few, but
What did you win the last World?
Veers Boba.
Zane, Hot and Frosty Ferguson, our facilitator.
Hot and frosty indeed.
Yeah, he's getting us some player bios right now so that we can tell you all about these two who are on your, who are about to be on your screen right now.
Yep.
And that's Dustin, right?
That was just coming.
So it's
to my-
minefield, key positions, danger close. Okay.
Yeah, so we got some player bios for each of our players here. We can start off with Dustin. He is currently playing Blizzard Force.
What's that marker?
He is from Denver, Colorado, part of the 5280 Legion. He
Oh, yeah,
plays
'cause I'm
at
3.
Total
Yep.
Escape Games, and he qualified with Sabine Tauntauns.
Sabine Tons.
So throwback to an older list.
Nice.
And then on the other side, playing 12 activation double bounty, we have Mr. Defending World Champion himself, Luke Cook.
The kid.
The Kid. He is from Buffalo, New York. His local store is Heart of the Game. And he qualified because he won Worlds last year, so he automatically
4 years ago.
requalified.
4 years ago.
Yeah, sorry.
But
the
yes.
last Worlds, 4 years ago, and he was playing Veers Boba, so he is our one and only world champion.
Playing Boba again.
Playing Boba again 4 years later.
And a couple more attack dice later.
Yeah, a couple more attack dice, a couple more buffs.
Couple more command cards.
Yep,
Yeah, just small changes, you know.
just little things.
Little things like that, you know. The game's gone through quite a few iterations since some of these players have qualified, so that's thanks to the pandemic.
Both these players have stuck through, like, performing well at events, though. I know Dustin has played Vader for a long time and has always done well with
Before
Vader.
I forget,
So this will be an exciting
bounties
matchup.
are on your 2 targets.
Bounties are on the targets.
Yep.
All right, so we have minefield, key positions, and danger close, it looks like, is the final selection. I think out of the Blizzard deck, this is probably the objective Luke is the most comfortable on.
Absolutely.
Because he can play it slow, take it easy on his
Yeah,
way
he
in.
doesn't want hostage. Key positions lets him
Yeah.
poke forever.
Key positions traditionally like more neutral of objectives because you have one thing in the middle. Both players have to surround it with their unit leaders.
Right. There is quite a bit of terrain on this map. There is not. There is enough that either player could just hide, you know, for 4 rounds, which isn't the most fun thing, but it is a thing that can happen on key positions. But it is danger close, so
It could get bloody fast, right?
yeah.
I think in this game, Dustin is going to want to start out hot and go in hard. So I've actually played this exact matchup, quite a few times against Luke.
Against Luke.
Yeah, so we've had some scrimmage games, and in my experience for Blizzard Force, the games I won against him, I was able to get in early and played really aggressively. Any game that had a passive slow start benefited Luke heavily.
Okay.
So I think that's really what's going to come
There
down
you
to
have
is
it.
how is this engagement going to go?
Get that bot
Okay,
updated
okay.
finally, now that I fixed the overlay.
We didn't talk the giant arches.
Giant arches?
Yeah, do we want to break them up or do we want to call them one?
I would just call them one.
Okay.
This is my office.
So I had a
don't
bet
like
going with some of the
second ranking.
Germans about the top 4, and since there's 2 Americans, a bunch of the Germans just showed up in American flag gear, as per the bet.
It's beautiful.
All right, let's get this table open so we can see as they get prepared to deploy. All right, top 4 game right here. Empire mirror match, 2 American players. On our other table, we have 2 British players facing off. It is Andy playing double Dark Troopers Imperial Remnant
Swag, man.
against Lila playing the 6 Black
Pink
Sun.
Suns.
The Pink Suns, yes.
Get it right, Lucas.
So, key positions. Looks like Luke picked the small barricade mound that you can see in the middle bottom of the screen.
I'm there.
Oh, okay.
And then, can you see Dustin's key position?
I'm looking for it right now. I actually don't see it.
Yeah.
Have they chosen it yet?
He may not have chosen yet. They haven't put any units down.
Put it right here,
Don't
just
get
to
him
make you
excited,
comfortable.
man.
He's looking at that little pool there for a key. Looks like it is outside deployment.
Yeah, so Luke is slowly deciding his own.
It's valid, but that would be a lot. I mean, are there many places? Yeah, those 2 big boulders still provide a lot of room to just hide for the whole game.
Yep.
We'll see.
That long one might be tall enough to be a line of sight blocker, and Luke could hide a lot of troopers behind it.
It definitely is the long one. It's taller than a silhouette.
Blood Ocean, thank you for dropping 10 gift subs, by the way.
Oh man, Bobby, what a legend.
Just rolling in it. Okay.
Yeah, awesome,
okay.
dude. Thank
I
you
didn't
so
know
much.
you were a millionaire.
Yeah, I wish you could be here, Bobby.
Yeah, we miss you.
Yeah, me too, I guess.
Yes, the VODs will go on YouTube in a couple weeks. It's going to take a while for my potato computer to render them.
This computer is anything but a
I
potato.
mean, my
All
my
right.
other computer,
Okay.
my desktop. My desktop is
Okay.
an i5. It's a potato now.
Oof.
Yeah.
That would qualify.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick this.
Okay.
All right, Luke picking that circular area terrain rock mound thing.
You can see we've got the crashed X-Wing set on the table as well from Atomic Mass Games.
Yeah, so Luke is picking
Use mines.
a
You wanna use
slightly more
condition? What do we
defensive
wanna
KP,
use?
which I think is
Doesn't matter.
correct.
Whatever you're feeling.
We've got a update on how they decide to rule some of the terrain. The pools,
tree.
the green
In a minute.
pools, they are calling open, so no cover provided, but it is difficult. And then all the small scatter, they're calling light.
2 each.
So I think those little barricade-shaped pieces are also going to be light, which is fair. Everything otherwise would just be heavy.
One and
It all
one.
looks
Yeah.
like heavy.
One
Yeah,
out
so
the
the center of the
22
table's
from
pretty
each end.
open
One
then.
and
If
two.
those
Very
pools don't
open.
provide cover, that center KP, there's going to be tons of open shots as they start pushing in. So we could see some swingy plays later since units on the approach will most likely not be protected.
That one long strip that looks like it's on the left side of the screen provides a lot of flanking coverage for Luke, though, against the speeders.
Yep.
If he hugs it, I don't know that it's a great spot to hug, though. So
Yeah, those rocks there is a nice piece of heavy area terrain.
So minefield mines going down.
oh man, yeah. Do they have a range 2 requirement or range 1?
They do have a range 2
Okay.
requirement.
Them and sabotage.
Kinda the corner's
are
kinda
are
little-
the only
Oh,
ones,
yeah,
I
you're right.
believe.
He's saying, yeah, it's too close to the deployment zone, so pick a different position.
Nice try, scrub. That's what he said.
With danger
Q
close.
for me.
Some of your spots are
So
fairly
show me
limited
two
since
here.
those deployment
Oh,
zones
yeah,
push
yeah.
fairly far forward. You can get some interesting blocks by like putting a bomb kind of on your side, but preventing one from going in a more like directly blocking path.
Where's your line?
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pierce in this list with Luke.
That does give Luke an advantage if he has to face the pink sun list, too.
Yeah.
Right, that's the other game that's going on off screen between Lila Clare and Andrew Terrell from the UK.
Yeah, and with those 12 activations, he's going to have a few units going last, so he has potential to finish off that bus before it payloads its suicide squad for the little alpha.
That doesn't seem great.
Lots of spiciness still to happen.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
very
quite a
exciting
bit.
games. Yeah, like I said, based on my practice games against Luke with Blizzard Force, I think a lot is going to come down to the engagement and what Vader does. Pretty much my games where Vader was able to close the lines healthy, it was like a win on my side because he can't do too much about it. On the games, he could either whipcord Vader or prevent the early push.
With
Heavily went
two
his
bounty
way.
hunters, like,
Yeah.
Vader is very risky going in.
But if he goes in,
if Vader
it's-
takes one out
Yeah.
and then the other dies, you know, the KP is only 3 points.
Yep.
That's a big
It's-
deal. And then bounty hunter or the officer's really easy to tag
Yeah.
if he ever comes out to join the key position.
It's a fairly swingy matchup, which is going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, there'll be some tension there for sure, based on, like we said, the idea that like the game could swing instantly.
Yeah. What's like whipcord can just turn it on its head.
Right,
Like,
and
I've had
not to
games
mention
decided by the whipcord rule.
IG-88, right?
And not to mention
oh,
IG-88's
man, he's
Yeah.
so good.
token denial,
So
Yep.
good.
right? Vader played Darkness Descends, but it
Get rid of your reliable.
Says, yeah, IG-88 says doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
you have 50% saves.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deflect at me. I'll deflect at you.
Now
Yeah.
you just have 14 effective wounds.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a lot less than whatever. What was it before? Triple?
All right,
24?
and on the Lila AJ
right, I
Andrew
think we're
Tyrell
ready.
game, they have picked their battle cards. So they have Recover the Supplies, War Weary, and Major Offensive. So this will be interesting.
I
Since they
think-
have to fight over that center box, my gut tells me Lila's advantaged in this. The one issue is she doesn't have any dead axe to grab those back boxes and run. So it's going to be an interesting pull. Does she go forward just with everything, grab those
does.
boxes? I think she literally takes her boxes and tries to table and steal his boxes because she can't. While she can definitely win the fight over the center with that army, if she runs, like, her army isn't doing what it wants to. That army, I think, has one mode, and it's kill everything.
Yeah, it's
It's an effective move. If she takes
It's
the middle
effective,
box
yeah.
and one more is all she needs.
Well,
One
right, she'll
more
have
from his
her.
opponent.
She'll have her 2 safe boxes, and she can just rush in. And if she can,
If she could then extract after, you're saying?
yeah. Well, I'm saying she could probably just push with them. And like we saw last game, when a Black Sun gets like 2 health with the box, she just dips out.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can't chase it because then you're running into all the Black Suns, and whatever's chasing is just completely dead.
Just dead.
Yeah, I would certainly give Lila the advantage, not least because she has Maul.
Yep.
But Dark Troopers are very scary on many objectives.
Yeah.
Is Recover a objective they're scary on particularly?
I mean, yes, because they
They're
can just walk
threatening
to the
middle
middle.
immediately.
They
Okay.
just, you deploy as
And they'll
close to the
dominate the
middle and you
middle.
double move. So it's like he can take standbys. So even if Maul goes like later in the turn, and since he's up activations, he can take 2 standbys. If Maul wants to go and try and do the cunning play, Maul's going to get shot 4 times.
You will, or
3 to 4, depending on passes.
Yeah, Maul cannot
And
do
order control.
Maul cannot do the steal against
Yeah.
Dark Troopers. He just
I mean,
can't.
he could get in there and take 2 shots, only the 2 standby shots, right?
True, yeah,
Because
because
they can't have 2
yeah.
standbys each.
So he's going to take 2 shots.
Yeah, he could
But
take
then
2
he gets out
shots
with cunning.
and then get out.
It's interesting because she could play that, but she will start heavily advantaged,
Becky.
but it depends on the table layout and if she can hide somewhere.
Right.
But I think, as
Those
you've
Dark
seen,
Troopers are going to get their shots.
yeah, as we've seen though, her list just wants to go for face, and like, not much can stand up to it. So it might be a game where she just grabs her back boxes, or just puts her boxes towards the center and just pushes in with everything.
She does have the impact for the Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I believe she, what was it, two shot at the ATST last night?
Oh my gosh.
Something crazy.
11 health armor.
Yeah. Who cares? I got
Meh.
Black Suns.
Well, I
and
got
Surge Crit.
Impact 3, Surge Crit,
Dark
so
Troopers
with the
are
name,
only 10
it's,
health armor. Okay.
I
easy.
think on average it hits at range 1, it's something like 7 through armor,
Oh,
and
that's
so that's
right.
14
That's
through armor, and with average saves, that's basically 11.
At least no pierce, right?
Yeah, no pierce.
Yeah. So red saves can still be red saves.
Yep.
I feel like there was one Rebel player with double T47, and I'm like, how do you play against that as the Black Sun skew? Because your bus doesn't have any guns. The T47s are immune to your blast grenades, so you have no impact beyond range 1.
Yeah.
Oh, their impact gun is range 1 gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And so it can't touch T47.
yeah, T47s are
One go.
completely immune.
That is beautiful.
That is interesting.
The
So,
one beautiful thing
take it.
about the T47.
yeah. If you run up against Lila, that's the one way to count.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
something no one plays, but it's like, I don't know if I'd call it a hard counter because they
Yeah.
could just save. It's
I mean,
not
they
like
also have big
T47s
dice
have a,
pools, and like
Right.
T47s don't have that much health.
no, and it's not like T47s
and
have a
white
massive
saves.
attack pool either. They have
No.
only 6 dice.
It's
Yeah.
sad.
So something worth noting too about that other matchup is Andrew and Lila are both locals, so they have scrimmed each other a lot. And so this will be a very interesting game. They both know they have a lot of familiarity with each other's play styles, with each other's lists. So there will not be the surprise factor of the Pink Suns that has, I think, caught a lot of players off guard.
Yeah, the Wookiee Fluttercraft also immune to that range 1.
Yeah, Wookiee flutters with the Pierce.
And it has Pierce.
It doesn't have armor though, right? It's just
Yeah.
cover 2,
No,
so
just cover
it'll
two.
It will
melt
just
to
die.
any dice pool.
Yeah, it'll melt.
Because remember, they average about 7 at range, too.
Oh, man. Cover 2 at least.
Why do I keep losing that speed 1? Oh, there it is. That's smart. You keep it right in the bag.
Yeah.
So Luke is deploying.
Especially when
and
you're
he's
walking around the
putting,
table.
Yep.
kind of like you're saying,
Well, there's a
John,
good
he's using
chance
that
we're
long
flipping
piece of
sides
terrain
here, which I have done.
to hide most of his
Look at
guys.
that. Look at that.
Using the 2 line of sight blockers there, so he can just basically move horizontal towards the 2 KPs.
If you guys are worried you're not hearing the players, don't be afraid. They're not talking that much.
I mean, it's top 4. They're both very focused.
Yeah, they're super focused, and
I mean, it's fun to be chatty and stuff, but they want to get 6 turns in. And
yeah, that's literally the key is to get 6 turns, make sure the game is fair.
yep, when you're talking, you're not thinking. So.
Yep.
I'm never thinking.
And that's why we cast.
That's why I didn't make day 3.
That's why I'm over here.
Or, yeah.
I'm just going to check something.
I don't believe we're playing with chess clocks at all this weekend.
Doesn't seem to be any chess clocks at all.
I'm not sure what the reason behind that decision was, because even LVO had chess clocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top.
that's okay. All right.
So yeah, no chess clocks and top cuts today.
Commander.
At least on stream, I don't think we've had too many issues.
No.
I think most games have gone to 6.
I think every game.
Last night was pretty close.
It was
It was.
close.
Making it.
We had like 1
Closing
minute.
5 with like a minute left.
Yeah, we had like 1 minute left, but they.
I mean, turn 6 had like 4 activations total on the table of that game.
right,
So.
and we've had the flexibility to say this is going to round 6. Oh, there we go. So let's see. We have TR Vandervelden asking for a Legion pro tip. What are some pro tips?
Legion pro tips.
A
All right, I
Legion
gotta
pro
think of a
tip.
new one now. I already.
I know I already told the one about.
Mortar's just going to start outside of range 1.
Good starting point for Rebels is what someone's asking. Oh, the same guy's asking.
What's a good starting point for Rebels?
Don't ask me. It's not working out for me.
Okay. I like Cassian Andor right now for a lot of reasons. Mostly the fact that he's a high-velocity piercing gun.
Pikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the Cassian Boba lists. I know John's all down on Boba right now, but it's a really nice combo.
I think Cassian will pair better with Ahsoka. I'm just saying that blindly because I don't know anything about her cards. But I do know that Ahsoka is probably not going to be as expensive as Operative Luke. Probably not as cheap as Boba because she is a Jedi. And Jedi are typically not cheaper than about 150. But I feel like
Cassian's
Cassian's
Fulcrum Ahsoka.
Fulcrum Ahsoka,
So this
exactly,
is
the
when
Rebel.
she's at her
She could
strongest.
be
She could be pretty expensive.
Upper hundreds.
If
Yeah.
you do remember, Dave Filoni said that Ahsoka at this time was more skilled than Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. So based on the man who
This is
created him,
Return of the Jedi Luke. This is not like
Op
peak
Luke is
Luke.
yeah,
Right.
It's ROTJ Luke.
and that's what our operative Luke is. So,
So
she could
Ahsoka
be,
is supposed
she
to be
should be
better.
more powerful than operative Luke based on what Dave Filoni said canon-wise. As far as where she lands in the game, we'll have to see. But
Yeah.
at least
I would
based
not
on
be
the
upset.
Star Wars wizard,
Yeah.
Dave Filoni himself.
Yeah,
I would not be upset if she was another expensive Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, it would at least give me options in Rebels.
Yeah.
Have we given him a pro tip? I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure.
The pro tip was start with Cassian, play Boba.
Start with Cassian. Cassian K2. If you're with
Cassian K2 is great.
you need to
Oh,
feed him
and what we got
aims.
going here?
You could do it either with K2 or with a
stripe.
naked Rebel unit that has Electro Binox.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cassian is very aim hungry. I'd say at least 2 aims a turn. His own plus another.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Ahsoka cards, though. She does dual-wield lightsabers like Asajj Ventress, so in canon she has the same stance.
Notice there were no Mando Super Commandos or Din Djarin in any list of the main event. Why do we think that's the case? Mandalorian Super Commandos are extremely fragile. And by that I mean all it takes is one bad saving throw to make the unit very ineffective.
I think they're just a little expensive for what they do right now also.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Like when you can, like 6 Black Sun, have surging red saves. Yeah, they're not impervious, but they are cheaper and
you
have
can
more
spam
wounds,
them.
and you can spam them.
The commandos, so in any given game, they could roll saves like crazy and win a game. But when you have to win 9 games at a tournament, it is not a great call.
Yeah, best of 1 is way different than best
Yeah.
of 9.
Yeah.
I would need like double medic bus to be remotely comfortable with it, which is a thing they can do.
Yeah. I think it's still a playable choice, but I don't know if anyone really brought it.
Yeah, I think I saw one Din out there, but I don't think he made it past the LCQ.
Yeah. I think Din's main issue right now is just Boba.
Yeah,
Like Boba kind of does everything he does a little better at the moment.
yeah, and at longer ranges.
Yeah. And so I think Din, if he came down like 5 points and Boba went up a little bit, you might start seeing a little more Din.
Rebel Boba?
Empire Boba.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I still
Don't
think
touch
Rebel.
my Rebel Boba.
I still think Rebel Boba is
Bring
the
him down if
best in
anything.
faction. So I think in both factions,
I'm gonna
Boba's out
smack you
competing.
upside the
I
head
think you watch which side,
before this
'cause, like,
stream's
Yeah,
over.
I mean, it is.
Shout out to Wes
Probably
Wagner
gonna be
for
playing
beating me
over
with
there for the most
Palpatine
part.
Din
Yeah.
when Din first came out.
I mean, I guess we'll see what
Dude,
happens.
Palp Din was actually kind of legit when he had
Yeah.
Relentless,
Let's
because he
start
could
that way.
Relentless attack 2 times.
Yeah. At speed 3. That is cool. So, getting back on the table, it looks like Dustin is deploying most of his forces in the bottom left corner, opting
Another
for
bike
a
unit.
slightly more measured
Yes, sir.
approach. You can see the bikes are somewhat spread out so that they can converge. And Luke is pretty much deploying everything behind that wall that John pointed out earlier.
Yeah, in all 3 Blizzard
With
games,
one.
this has happened.
He did scout one sniper forward. You can see it hiding behind that tall pillar.
Oh no!
Mini down.
Man down.
But you can see from this angle,
Thanks,
Luke's done a
LJ.
good job hiding all his stuff
Okay,
behind his
cool.
line of sight
Not like
blockers, right?
last
You
year.
can't see too many of those models
That spike
poking out.
snapped.
Using that cover to his advantage.
Yeah.
Now, Luke did mention he played this 3rd Blizzard Force he's played this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Did he lose? I know he lost 1 game in day 1. Do we know what list it was?
He lost to Bobette playing a droid list. I don't remember what list Bobette was playing, but
A droid list, though?
yeah.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
So he's beat both Blizzards that he's played.
Yes.
Let me
so he's
look up.
practiced.
I can actually look up
Triangulate
Bobette's
this,
list and we can find out what that was. If I can find Bobette. I don't actually know Bobette's real name.
Good.
Is he not Bobette in the thing?
No, he's not.
Dang it.
You could just go to the first round, day 1. And
Give me the right one just a little.
It was
more
his
direct.
first
It
game
looks
on day
good,
1,
but
yeah.
It looks close. Yeah, good.
Do rounds day 1.
And Luke opting to scout another sniper forward. So he's setting up his snipers in between the 2 KPs where they can just fire all game.
Oh, Zane found it for us.
Yeah. Joshua Amelia is Bobette then. Separatist Bounty Hunters, Asajj and Cad Bane.
Asajj
All right,
Bane. That's a great combo.
2 E5Ss, 3 60Rs,
Yeah, they're cool.
and a med droid. Just why not?
Yeah, why not
Yeah,
put
it's
the
Sith
Metroid
double
in?
bounty.
Bane. Yeah,
Yeah, Sith double bounty, yeah.
interesting.
That's I
That's
think
what took out
Afterworlds,
Luke.
that's what I want to play because it looks really fun. Asajj Ventress looks like an extremely fun unit to play. Just like so much burst, like total assassin, glass cannon.
Yes, very, very much yes.
Yeah, love the design of the character.
And droids are cheap enough that like you could afford a medium high point unit like that without
Yeah.
taking a hit on the rest of your army.
And she's like one of the few Jedi who doesn't really want orders because she has that independent dodge. So you can reverse sort your bag, and then she's getting straight value with that dodge. 'cause
Separatists don't care
defensive-
about independent. It's pure value
Yeah.
for them.
And she
I'm
can use
not
those
salty.
dodges on on defense or offense, and she can spend them in a way similar to Marksman with her.
It's all you.
What's the name of the mastery?
Jar Kai.
Jarkai, yes.
Yeah. All right, we're about to see the command cards for turn 1.
I know his list. I played it yesterday.
Here we go.
Looks like Dustin has only lost 1 game as well. to Steven Boatwright, a double dark with an IRG. I actually played against him yesterday.
Man, I'm so excited for this game.
Actually going to take a bathroom break while we got time.
Yep.
So do your thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to hold this for me?
So a little update
That's
from the other game.
Okay. Yeah.
In Andy versus
got
Lila, Nima said it's basically a skirmish game. They deployed all around the center box, all their boxes in that area.
Murder box.
So basically, it sounds like their armies are going to go for face and see who
Straight
comes
for the
out on
face.
top.
See who comes
Yeah.
out alive. It's a match of independent versus independent,
Yeah.
because both armies have independent tokens.
Man.
Where'd Dustin go?
You don't want to know.
Yeah. All right, Luke doing some measurements, deciding his first command card. Did you guys see where Vader was deployed?
I did not.
Where indeed?
Let me go check,
I don't
because that's
see him
a
on that
fairly
view.
important.
We have other
unit.
camera angles that'll catch him.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm afraid to touch the buttons.
You can touch the buttons. They don't. It doesn't. Don't touch one though.
The one button, he's like, no, too late."
touch it.
I don't know this.
All right, I'm going to go find Vader real quick, because I'm having a tough time seeing him right
Yeah,
now.
me too.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. Looked like a good home.
Yep. There. I forget. Is this lamp?
Yeah.
Found Vader right there. He's under the command card right now.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
He's forward, or forward of the rest of the
Yeah,
army.
if you look, he's at the bottom center of the screen,
Yeah. it
pushed
is
all
for
the
a
way
good part
forward.
of it.
Which,
It's a good question. How do you compare Gar token
know-
sharing to independent?
Gar have to actually do the actions most of the time.
That's true.
yep.
Independent, you don't, and you get it every time.
Right.
It is pure free tokens, at least on average of 5 times 6.
Second turn.
30 free actions given out.
If you have independent and aid as well.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's good, man. I like it. I like it. I won't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Very strong.
So we actually had this exact same deployment in our practice game, doing Blizzard against Luke's double bounty.
Danger close.
Danger close, and in it, Luke deployed all the way forward in his long end, and I was able to get Vader on the short end. And his takeaway from that game was he said, I need to deploy farther back. And as you can see, quite a bit farther back. So I think he's starting in a very good position. Because if you see that line of sight block where those bikes are behind, that would have been a really great place to put Vader.
Okay.
If Luke had stuff closer.
I was a little bit eager on the turn 1. We are still in turn 0. And we are still deploying. I didn't see that Luke still had to put Boba down. Boba and IG still waiting to deploy here.
Gonna cover that Vader flank easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vader has a bit of ways to go.
A long way to cross.
I wonder, Vader might have been able to use the short edge because he has that one line of sight blocker he can start behind.
But look
And
at the
then-
gap after that.
But that rock that Luke stuff is behind, he might be able to angle it so that nothing can see him. I mean,
But then they just climb on top of it and shoot.
Yeah.
And Howie time.
Put him on the clock. Put him on the clock.
Some friendly banter.
Yeah, just a little,
Just a little teasing,
little tease.
ribbing.
Yeah, I mean, it is 12 activations. It takes a bit to deploy, and especially to deploy well.
Yeah. Is that IG?
That
In
looked
the
like
difficult or
IG's
not?
little spindly arm.
Yeah, that's IG-88 for sure, down
So,
in the bottom
most
right-hand
likely
corner.
He's
Climb
getting the
anyway.
deployment on Vader. Or he's getting the flank on Vader.
And then Boba.
Both of them. Both
Okay.
of them are saying, doing a little Gandalf, you shall not pass.
This was also something
Recon
in our game Luke was
here.
talking about. He was like, I thought about flanking with the 2 bounty hunters. In the future, it might be worth it.
Yeah,
I guess that's
Sniper
his
strike.
conclusion.
that may be his conclusion. indeed.
Yeah.
There's two, like, it's a definitely significant amount of firepower.
Well, they can get those early wounds on Vader. And like I said, Vader really decides this matchup. If Vader can get in, I think Dustin's in a great spot. But if Luke can stop Vader and get some early wounds,
If he can whip
Really
Cord
neuters
Vader
them.
on the approach here in somewhere,
well, it's a pretty open approach.
the two can tear him apart.
And now Luke has that line of sight blocker blocked so that he can't try and get a flank there. I think it's smart putting the bounty hunters there because otherwise Vader could move horizontally to the right and get behind that big red rock.
Yeah.
So if Dustin wins, we are going to have to say hashtag
Okay.
beware the hair.
Good to go.
LOS with IG.
What is this a
and
reference
sniper.
to?
Just
Line of sight with
someone
IG and
was
sniper
saying
right
in
now?
chat that
Yep,
you had to
correct.
beware the hair.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see. I want to just maximize this guy with a silhouette, if you don't mind.
So deploying IG, Boba, and a scout
Just
sniper.
go here, this guy.
Just trying to look at Vader right now.
Yeah, and he wants to get those flanks, and he has the deployment time to do it.
You might still, someone was suggesting he wouldn't do a rule turn one,
Just gotta move
but
this
I
pool
think he
out of
might
the way
still
for a
lead with
second.
rule
Yep, that's fine.
because he has 2 targets.
You're good there.
Okay.
Maybe,
alright,
but
then
Vader
just
might
pull
just
there.
run off.
All right, man. Yep, I'm good then.
All right.
Yeah. So, guys, I know that I said to disregard the giveaway in
Oh, yeah,
chat
good,
earlier, but now we actually do have a real one. So I'm going to make a giveaway
Yep,
real
good
quick.
luck, dude.
Good luck.
All right, players are starting turn 1. Luke deploying the rest of his stuff in a flanking position.
I'm locked when you're ready.
Okay.
I think that's really smart, preventing Vader from having an approach that's safe by putting both bounty hunters there.
Take the bikes a while to get there, and when they try and get there, they've got to fight through
Are these the
the
streams
rest
or
of
yours?
Luke's army.
Streams.
Okay.
But I just decided to
Yeah. Adopt
use
them.
Yeah, why not?
Yours are painted as well as mine, it looks like. Oh, hey, I need my bag. Where'd Ben go? He
Bag.
just walked away with my shit. I gave him my bag when I went to the bathroom.
Bag's over here. Yeah.
My fanny pack? No, my thing. Where the hell did he go? Oh, Ben.
I was waving at you and everything. I figured you were just going to use the red ones.
I got 100 giveaway entries. They don't even know what I'm giving away yet. Guys,
All right. Ready.
well, you're lucky because we're giving away a Grievous dice bag.
Oh, real quick, Boba
Yes.
Rocket and
Starting with the rocket.
Vader's 3-pip Darkness
He's
Descends.
going straight for the blood on Vader.
Yeah, I mean,
Start
if
with a roll. Start with me.
Yep.
he would
go
love to
for
get
it.
first blood.
Does that not seem risky to you? I mean, I feel like Vader just
It's me.
sidestep and then rocket
Boba.
goes to waste.
Dustin
All right,
wins.
so
Vader.
Dustin wins that,
Wins
so he
priority.
probably pulls back with Vader. Honestly, I think Luke is fine with him walking back with Vader.
But that rocket is such a good kill.
Yeah, I mean, but all the command cards are good.
Yeah, but not like a good bounty finisher.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, like, that
he
could've
doesn't want to
popped
give
an
up rule of
officer.
respect. He doesn't want to give up whipcord. He doesn't want to give up.
I think it would have been a perfect threat to do rule with
I'm just
respect.
doing your stuff now.
Yep.
You know, all 3 of them get the bonus die. Vader doesn't want to walk into that either. I don't know. I'm clearly not a top player, so who knows?
We're going to start here.
Who knows?
We're just going to tuck and dodge.
There he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Hide.
Seems good.
I mean, he's got 12 acts, so he can prevent anything from going forward, right? It's a range 4.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
4.33.
saying. That's all it's going to do. It's not
Yeah.
going to actually hit.
He may just be fine with the zoning, right? The longer it takes for that to get in. It is tough, though. All the command cards in
much of a
Luke's
place
army
to check.
he wants,
Yeah.
right? They're all great command cards.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what all cards he brought of Boba's. Or you're forced to bring the 2-pip.
Sniper shot.
I think he brings IG's 2-pip.
Sniper shot.
I can't remember. I think he brings both Boba's 1-pips. I think both IG's 2-pips, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And then
Independent
both Boba's
programming.
3-pips.
Independent programming and machine made for killing. Is that the other 2-pip?
I don't know his well enough.
I think it's machine made for killing.
Yeah.
I'm taking that.
Gives him steady for a round.
Mm-hmm.
Out of there.
All right, Dustin does pull back with Vader, trying to get behind that rock.
Wait, so you're saying both Boba 1-pips instead of the IG 1-pip?
I think so.
That's the token denial.
Go to the
Dude.
bag. Core.
I mean, the Boba 1-pip gives you
let's
speed
just go
1
with
on
this white
hostage,
mortar
which is
here.
really nice. For the Blizzard matchup,
It's like
extends,
not enough to stop the Blizzard
Yeah,
hostage, though.
but you can give the border to either Boba or IG
Move.
is one of the key things.
See if the bomb blows
'Cause,
up.
right,
You can go
you
ahead
can
and
issue
roll
it either
like,
way.
the bomb.
I don't know. That focused on the kill is just so money
Nice.
for the entire
Rainbow.
game.
What is it?
Just black and red.
Black and red.
That's
not
what
not a
what
floater.
makes IG a threat
Here,
to
do you want
force
your dice
users.
over there?
Yeah, so I've also, I think, I've left the 1-pip behind in some of the double bounty lists I've built.
Two.
It's sometimes tough to get it spinning up
Spinning up.
Nice.
with all his different permanent cards.
So Luke Cook moves his mortar forward, pops a mine. The mine rolls 2 hits, and the mortar rolls 2 saves.
Action.
Nice.
So excellent start there for
And now
Luke.
he's going to be touching his KP, getting a nice Overwatch position.
We don't care about no mine.
I mean, what Luke really wants to do is just lock down his home KP, get all his stuff close, and block all approach angles. Basically, just play defense and kill anything on the approach. He's got the range to do it.
Right, because Luke has the tiebreaker.
Move up to
Yep.
the area and pivot.
He has the tiebreaker and the activation advantage, so anything that runs forward is going to get shot by both bounty hunters.
Yep.
So, no real safe first last. And his big, right, Dustin winning the roll off here means that he can wait with both bounty hunters.
4.
What are we, 12 to 10x?
Yeah, 12 to 10. 12 for Luke
Yeah.
Cook, 10
Because
for
then even
Blizzard
with
Force.
the pass, he gets both bounty
Probably out of
hunters last.
everything.
Yep,
Yep.
because it would be,
If
since
he
Dustin
draws him
won the
last.
roll off, he's
Yeah.
down 1 more.
Yep.
So Luke has 3 more, pass, 2 left.
But he's got draw it last because he doesn't have control on IG.
Yeah. I believe he has improv in this army. Let me double check. Oh, should we do the
Yeah,
the
so
giveaway real quick? Now that the action
now
has
the action's
slowed.
kind of stalled a little
Back to the
bit.
bag. Another core. Just go with this mortar.
All right, guys, ready? I'm going to put us on camera.
Oh, snap. All right.
All right, here we go. So we're giving away this lovely Grievous dice bag.
Pivot a little bit so we can move
Giving this
through.
away. So hashtag giveaway in the chat if you want to win this Grievous dice bag. It's made out of sweatshirt material. It's got a little pull tab there to close it. Perfect for your dice or tokens.
So this is area, right? So if any part of the base is in, you get
Hashtag
it.
giveaway.
Yep.
Well, the officer has underworld, not improvised, of
All right.
course.
Are we
Right.
doing the
Twice and
Has to have Underworld to
Yeah.
do double bounty.
I'll pass.
Patrick asked
Okay.
if we were doing the casino.
We are, it's probably closed already.
Oh, okay.
If you just tune in, I opened it only for 20 minutes. I probably should keep it open for 30 next time.
IG.
Yeah. Got to get them channel points.
I think you can do much.
Did he just draw IG? Looks
He
like
did.
it.
Pretty well hidden.
So he's checking on Vader, seeing if he has any shots.
Is that, do we know, is that terrain short enough, height 1? Can he climb up there?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he could just
From
plop
the
IG
height, you could probably see him.
Right.
The silhouette of the back prevents too much hiding. But you would be exposed to
to HIUs
Oh,
potentially.
sorry.
and
Yep. Nope.
at least a
I
couple
said it in
of
my
bike
head,
shots.
but I didn't do it.
I got you.
My bad.
Is it the green one, right?
White. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, not sure if it's worth it at that point.
I can't hear in your head.
I know. No, I literally was like, they get a suppression.
I get it. Very easy to autopilot.
I'm not too worried about that one.
Players communicating with telepathy to each other.
Yeah, you gotta.
Unsuccessfully.
Yes.
Don't think a model could sit there.
So it looks like he might be outside of range of the climb.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's not
he's
close
gonna-
enough to climb up just yet. But I think it'd be smart
Move
to prep for it.
And
Well, and with his steady attack next turn, he can climb up, take a shot, climb back down.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
It's real good.
move over into the area heavy.
All right, he's opting just to.
They're calling that area
Go
heavy.
back.
That's pretty
Yeah.
generous.
I mean, I'd throw every unit I had in there too.
Yeah.
I think the X-wing and that box are both area heavy.
A little harder to stand on that X-wing though.
Yeah.
We'll take the compulsory on the front.
Yep.
I'm gonna just pivot, go underneath that. Yeah.
A little bit of bike movement,
They're good.
converging.
I got one action left.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know if I'm pivoting.
Yeah, just
or
getting his
moving
bikes in
again.
position.
I
Trying to
think we're gonna-
Pave a path for Vader, maybe.
We're all good.
Yeah, I mean, he has to eventually try and go in with Vader. With that rock in front of him, he might be able to hide next turn. But it's tough.
Going to the bag.
Yeah.
Snipers. So
Dustin just wants to
climb
stay
now,
out of range
both
of
models
Luke's
have to go up to the
snipers while
level,
slowly advancing,
right?
getting ready for an
Thank you.
all-in
Yeah,
alpha
so-
strike.
Right.
What is this then? Oh, this is
Whereas
this.
at the same
Yep.
time, Luke is doing the exact opposite, trying to keep all angles covered, advance all his units into a defensive position
Trying to poke
while
whatever he
keeping
can.
Vader out. Because even if he's in a defensive position, if Vader gets in, everything falls apart.
Yeah.
Shot the officer. That brings me out into Danger Town.
Danger Town.
Not a place you want to be.
The danger zone.
Oh, is he going with Boba?
Move one.
I mean, he's already accomplished the goal of keeping Vader out, right?
No, it's a
Twice
sniper.
In a position
Okay.
that I can see Vader.
I wouldn't blame him if he went with Boba.
I think he's going, and he's going to take a sniper shot into Vader.
Oh, to who?
To Vader, I think.
Vader?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is
I don't
one
know
of
that
the
you're gonna
perks
see
of
from
making a
there.
move. His snipers now probably have a flank on Vader.
Yeah, but I don't think they
Okay.
could see through that long piece of terrain even. If it's
I'm
silhouette
talking
to
about
silhouette.
this one right now might not, but those snipers should be
Oh,
able to take
okay.
shots. One of the things you can do that Luke is doing great is you put a flanking unit like Boba. Vader has to
force
push to
one
the other
side.
side, and now the units on the other side can get chip
Okay.
shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
And snipers are fine. Vader, that's, you know, with an aim potentially one through, high velocity. He doesn't have any dodges, but
So confirming there that the sniper could not see.
And that was the sniper by Boba.
yeah.
And Boba could still very easily jump up on that and get a shot on Vader. Probably a range 3, 6 die. I guess that would be 5 die. His
Bolster
Boba's range
partial
3
dodge.
is the 2 dice, right?
Okay.
Yes.
2 dice with Pierce.
2 dice with Pierce, Sharpshooter 2, and then the range 2, the 3 dice.
Yeah.
Impact 1.
Go to the bag.
core. I don't think these guys are going to have anything interesting to do.
So Dustin, yeah, just repositioning his bikes, staying where they're safe. Hoping to slowly advance up. It's interesting because the more he delays, he can potentially
this so I
alpha
don't steal it.
faster than Luke can kill stuff in return.
What's up?
But
I'm
also,
gonna
if
give
he
you that
takes
so I
too
don't
long,
steal it.
Luke's going to have more long-range chip shots to whittle that down.
What do they give us for
So
tokens
it's kind of
here?
a ticking time thing. If he can stay safe, he'd love to wait till the last turns
Oh,
and
these
just
are
rush in.
usable. Nothing fancy.
But hiding from snipers and Boba and IG is not an easy task.
Just double move. Okay.
Compulsory pivot dodge.
Yep.
More repositioning on both sides. Their units in the back are fairly safe.
So you just have a bike left and then
Tension
your
building
HRU.
round one.
Yeah.
HRU and commander. And a snow.
They're not hiding round one though, which is means that we should get an eventful game.
Yeah, so one thing that is tough is the bombard card really hurts Luke.
Okay.
So he has to be very careful with the snipers.
Yes. Yeah.
Go to the bag.
That's something that can also swing
Snipers.
heavily in Dean's favor. If he can kill a full
Uh,
sniper unit and wound another one, makes his approach much easier.
Has Luke exposed any sniper units yet?
Just
Only
one model
partially.
of
Yeah.
the one that he moved. The other one's quite nicely hidden. The other two are behind that pillar. I think they're completely obscured at the moment. But as we know, he could do a double move, end of this turn, and then next turn play the bombard, double move again. So if there's a range 4 flank that he can get,
Yep.
Here.
This isn't Luke's first Blizzard Force match though, so
No way.
yeah.
he knows that that's a threat.
And shoot a fader.
Yep.
Finds the Vader shot.
Gotta get all my dice out.
Yeah, they're out there.
We're finally shooting.
all right. First dice getting rolled.
All right, heavy down the light.
Sniper shot, invader.
Just suppression.
Suppression on Vader.
This is the semifinal. This is round of 4.
A little update from the other top 4 game. Just a lot of positioning so far in pot shots. Lila has taken some casualties, and the bus has taken 3 wounds. With a second Dark Trooper activating soon
Spotter or purple.
for even more wounds now that they're in range.
Spotter that HRU.
Yeah.
Which is what we've seen in
Back to
Lila's
the
matchups.
bag.
You know, she takes early
Commander.
shots and gets through it. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
she takes some early attrition and then just starts killing everything.
Yep. That's pretty much the process there.
Yeah.
So no worry for Lila yet.
Yeah, I think the report was the same last game. They're like, she's had a lot of attrition. And then they came back like, well, she caught up.
Yeah, she caught up and just killed
I
everyone.
know,
Look at
she
that.
almost tabled.
Yeah.
Up and give an aim to the
I
Dill
wonder if she
squad.
just goes
Sure.
for everything but the Dark Troopers. Like she has great saves, and she can
But
annihilate
she still
the
can
other
get
7
like,
units.
she gets, I think, on an average shot at range 1, 3 damage per attack. So that takes
Yeah,
down the
it's-
darks pretty quick.
It's hard to not spend that
Compulsory.
impact on them.
I'll
Dark
take a
Troopers tried a
pivot
bus shot, got no wounds through.
and partial.
They don't have reliable impact.
They don't?
until they're at range.
Until they're
2.
range 2, yeah.
Those BSC do, though.
Yes, but even closer. Range
Yeah.
1.
It is worth noting with those surging red saves, they can stand up to a Dark Trooper shot,
Yeah.
and their impact 3 is backloaded.
4.
Yeah. Yes.
So while they do lose about half an impact per model, because you're getting 2 dice with critical, they still, on average, can take out a dark trooper per attack, even
there's
with
so many
attrition.
Of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if she does kill the dark troopers, it's pretty much game because the bikes are just going to get one-shotted. And there's not too much other firepower in that list.
No, Bobby. Lucas doesn't know
Pot shot at
math.
Vader.
Yeah, I'm not good at math.
Yep.
This is all fuzzy math.
We'll reroll this one. Okay.
Hey,
Just suppression.
Sniper's got 2 hits. Why was it just suppression? Or was that a
It
surge?
must have been a surge. You grabbed it pretty quick, but
yeah, it was like half off the dice cam. Couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, it was probably a surge.
From
No, that was from Dell.
Oh, that was Del
did-
Miko. That's why.
oh yeah, it was Delmico.
It was a double hit. He had no sharpshooter.
No sharp.
He's just piling suppression on.
I mean,
Or looking for crits.
yeah. Well, he didn't double roll. Why didn't he reroll both then?
I don't know.
Should have rerolled both if you're crit fishing.
Yeah,
Right.
this is true.
Yeah, maybe he just, yeah.
Because you still get a suppression even if you roll into double blink. If you started with a hit and re-roll into double blink.
You do?
Right, yes,
I'm
you do.
asking.
You still get a suppression.
You
yeah.
used to.
You still do, I think.
Okay.
That's something I didn't know.
Yeah, as long as any hits were in the attack pool, not, but that's pre-modification.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
Feel free to correct us, chat, if we're wrong.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
if we're
your.
just wrong.
Maybe that's the hot tip of the day.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
so.
we already spent it. No one asked yet. Dang it.
Guys, let's push this giveaway to 200 entries, then I'll draw a winner, okay? So hashtag giveaway if you haven't put your name in the hat. Gosh, I can't speak today. It's just been a lot of Legion casting.
It has been.
Lila's bus is down to 2 health.
Ouch.
From the other game. And so that Dark Trooper missing it could have finished it.
Yeah. I mean, as we saw, though, she's not in that bad a shape if she loses the bus.
Right. I
Don't
think
think I
she
can
just
get
doesn't
there.
want to lose that activation on the Black Suns from it.
Yeah.
If they're inside.
All right, we're going to do,
All right, going
we
to the
got like
bag.
3 minutes to enter.
Core.
3 minutes, guys.
This dude.
Checking for some angles, seeing if there's any more long-range shots. Luke would love to just keep taking shots into Vader.
Yeah, if you can keep threatening the Force user without risk from the rest of the army, you absolutely do.
And if you start stacking up suppression, Vader has Courage 3, so he could eventually get remove an action, which is huge for when Vader wants to try and dive.
Yeah, he's no Courage 4 Palp, Yoda, or Luke. That's for shizzle.
Intent to pop or out?
Yeah. I'm going to pop it.
Okay.
Popping another mine. See if you can get double saves again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's just throw them on the floor. Once.
Single detonate.
Black and red. 2.
Both hit.
2 hits onto Mortar.
Who doesn't
Double
care?
save.
Ooh,
all
look
right.
at those saves.
Quad
Sure,
save
4 for
on
4.
the mines.
But it's on mortar, so I don't know if that's going to come back to bite me.
Yeah, it's like if I get my,
And
he's
second action.
speculating if I get blocks early on units that don't truly matter.
Yeah.
I mean, every block helps. You don't
Luckily,
look.
that's not how dice
Move
work,
so
but
far.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can still pivot.
Yeah, the whole like I'm due thing, isn't that a fallacy?
Yeah, so the idea is every time you roll a dice, your odds of something happening are always the same, regardless of what has happened or what will happen.
Correct.
Because each dice roll is an independent event. So, but there is the idea of the longer you play, you will likely average out. So, a good way, if you're feeling tilted about dice, is realizing that you may get hot dice later. It's not guaranteed, but on average, the dice will eventually come back at some point.
Right.
And there are definitely
I just got 2 core left.
misconceptions. You know, psychologically, you are more inclined to remember the negative results than the positives.
Exactly.
So try not to blame the dice.
This is something that really, like, understanding this really reduced my Legion tilt.
Maybe this is our hot tip of the day. Don't focus on dice because there's no benefit to it, and you often have average dice, and you're just hyper-focused on that one bad roll. Because I've had games before, I remember our opponent was really upset about a certain roll, and I was like, so you've been rolling like 70% with your reds all game, then had one full blank. So like in the end, you kind of averaged out.
There.
A solid 95%, I'd say, pretty dang close to 100% of my losses, I've seen mistakes in my own play that could have avoided the bad dice rolls.
Absolutely.
If you're
that I was just too careless to, you know, it's like, oh, dice won't fail me, but they do sometimes.
Well, this is something Kyle says all the time. The best move is the one that has a guaranteed good outcome and does not rely on luck bailing you out.
That's why I'm a Jedi is so good.
Yeah.
Like, let's just not roll dice. Let's not do the dance.
Yeah.
Let's just take a nap.
And I think focusing on dice will help you miss a lot of those mistakes because you're going to fixate on dice and miss all these chances that you had.
I guess we
where
didn't
you
talk
could
about
have
this, but can you just climb down?
made
or do you have
choices
to, like, go up
that you
the
still would have
round?
won even with that bad variance.
Okay, all right.
Are these HRUs getting around one shot?
It looks...
They found a great perch up there. That's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Freaking climb.
I mean, there still is Boba. Boba could blow them away.
We had another update on Lila's game, or the UK game over there. The bus did die round 1 to speeder bikes finished it off. The Black Suns did get out without losing an activation.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting they went so hard for it. Maybe in their practice, he's realized that early bus alpha is a big part of the strategy. That's
Well,
right.
the bus is still, like, annoying, right? Like,
yeah.
You do want to get rid of it.
Do these actually block?
Well, that's what I was saying is
yeah.
Andy's the one, out of anyone that's played against her so far, Andy's the most experienced in this matchup. And so I suspect that he knows what he's doing. And so maybe the key for his previous games is killing that bus first.
Right.
But as we know, she's definitely not out of it. Each of these games, she starts way behind, and then all of a sudden kills everything.
Right, and it's like I remember in your game versus Kyle, she like lost her bus really quickly.
Shoot at the
it wasn't. All you need is to move the bus one time.
I just want to make sure that I'm out of
and you're
range
almost like guaranteed to get the Black Sun
Yeah, you're
bomb
out right now.
off.
Yep. Okay.
So
Nothing.
Luke shooting the HRUs, double blanks.
Not even suppression.
All right, guys, we're going to draw a winner
And
for this
over
Grievous
here.
dice bag.
And Hinder over there.
Rycanry.
Congratulations.
Show me a range. I'm curious. I don't think I made 4, but I'm out.
Yep, out.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, and the convention hall is opening up. We can slowly start raising our voices again.
Yeah, slowly. Don't have to keep it down so much, but congratulations, Rycanry, in the chat. You have won the Grievous dice bag. So please type !claim. You have to be present to win. If you don't type it, we're going to draw a new winner. All right, there it is. It's been claimed. Thank you, man.
Did Boba shoot his rocket, or are we waiting on that?
I think we're still waiting on that. Yeah, we're
Boba's still
waiting.
sitting behind that rock.
Yeah. I think he's still going to get to shoot him. Maybe not at his intended target, but, you know.
I mean, hitting those HRUs, he's pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's fine to hit HRUs. Like HRUs.
If you could get that pierce, though, it'd be
Yeah.
even more beautiful.
If you can get range 3, that would be pretty huge because I'm pretty sure on average that dice pool kills both heavies.
Yep. Use it or lose it.
It's, what is it, 1 wound before you,
Are you
2
shooting
wounds to kill a heavy, or is it
Yeah,
3?
I'm gonna shoot.
3 wounds kills all the heavy. Wait,
No,
purple.
they're 3
they're
man
3.
plus
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
Right, so you would need
Yeah.
So there's 2 cushion.
you need
Give
4
you better
wounds to
range.
kill the heavy weapons.
Yeah.
That dice pool averages about
They're
1, 2,
good?
3,
I
4
can't
hits
tell.
with Pierce 1.
It's all
LJ,
right.
LJ, come look.
So it's probably about 3.
LJ.
We got a close call on something.
As soon as you range 4 off the
I
short
called
trooper.
nicely first. Just help him out. Tell him if that's in.
There. Yep.
Range check on the HRUs. I mean, from our angle,
That's the
it looks
closest guy. The
I
leader's
think
not
it is.
closer.
I think unless you,
different. It's
give
different.
me what
in
you want.
person.
Yeah, the leader might be a little closer.
Alright, so that guy is just short where it is right now.
He's just short. Okay.
Oh,
That's on.
Okay.
You got
So I
about
can
half a base actually.
Pivot this.
yeah, our angle is definitely deceptive here.
We
Yeah.
got that parallax.
Is that
I'm like, you
parallax,
got it,
or
LJ.
Isn't
it's
it?
the fisheye that's causing this?
There's a small amount of fisheye, yeah.
We got, because we're angling out from one spot,
Right.
so we
Isn't-
don't have a
Isn't parallax just things closer to you look bigger? Or am I using the wrong
no.
term?
Parallax is things further from you don't move as much when you're moving than things closer to you.
Oh,
Their relative distance.
Bring it down.
I think it's just the
Couldn't tell.
fisheye and then the range
Just
ruler is closer to us, so it looks like.
Fetching.
Yeah, he's good there.
Yeah, that's
So
definitely.
did they get the range?
They did.
Okay.
I saw a thumbs up there.
Just
All right,
found,
Luke figured
found
it
a
out.
different movement to get there.
Question is though, what's
Does
my
he
cover
want to
gonna
even
look
take it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's going to end up in the open.
It was 90 minutes.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Turn 1.
So
He could hug
LJ
some
informing them
terrain.
there's 90
like
minutes
that.
left.
all that measurement, and I'm just gonna move again.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't
Deciding
like
not
the
to
You don't want
stay
to
in the
hang out in the open?
No.
No, don't want to hang out in the open against an
Looks
HRU. No
comfy to
way.
me.
The 1 crit is
So-
not worth the 6 dice back to you in the
I
open.
mean, but if he
Mark the
finishes it with
starting
a boba
point.
rocket, then
Yeah.
Second move.
I don't
So
know if he has
wanna
range
be
for the range
at
3 though.
4, wherever that is.
that'll
That's
be
cool.
close. 8 inches is a lot
Hold
of
you.
Exactly
movement from
range
speed. Oh, but
4.
he'd have to
Actually,
eat that
I'm gonna
bomb.
be slightly in.
Okay.
And then he's close to Vader. He'd
Would
have
be
to probably
close
waste
to
a
Vader.
1 pip to just get out.
Would it be a waste to tie Vader there for another
Clean up the
round?
stuff that doesn't matter.
I think you play simple man and just dip out because you want to
dodge his
you want
till
to
you
use
tell
that
me.
whipcord for when Vader goes last, runs in the middle of the table, and you want to whipcord him there so everything can shoot him.
Yeah, the longer you hold on to whipcord, the scarier of a threat it is.
Yeah.
That's 100%. And Vader doesn't
Into the
have
core, right?
burst of speed to get out of it.
You can do implacable to get cheeky and get out of it, but that's still if you go first with Vader to try and shuffle him back in as fast as possible.
Just
It's
wanna
a
make sure
painful
that from
implacable, though,
that
where you
spot
only
Yeah.
get
that
one
21 can
action.
see, that's cool. Up into those guys.
Where's the T20? Is that? Oh, that's the T21.
Yep.
Vader can set some stuff up
Yeah,
though
okay.
with double move, scatter,
Absolutely, no problem.
choke, push.
Yeah.
Can I
You can
actually
get a
go
unit
further
pretty
over
close.
then?
No.
Okay.
I-
So
That's
that
about
the
my
next
action.
Yeah,
turn,
I-
if you're
I-
whipcord, you can
it's
Vader's
just a little
might or
angle
force
on the
push
thing.
something.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot Vader can do, but he's got a minimum of, looks like 18 plus inches to anyone right now, which is double move scatter range, but not double move force push range. You need just a speed 1 beyond range 2 for that. Adepticon is hopping.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put a
this
guy
is the last chance for people to
further
buy
back there.
stuff before the con closes this afternoon. Think of it this way: by
Okay.
By 5 p.m., we'll know if we have a new world champion or not.
Yep.
And then
We
just
could
have
know in 2
Boba.
hours.
That is
Yeah,
true.
We could know.
Not much is decided in this game yet.
Yeah. Nothing has really happened. Both players are
They're doing
doing
great.
what they need to.
Yeah. Lots of red saves on both sides, so, I mean, anything can happen. Dustin has kept his bikes back for the Alpha Strike we talked about yesterday. I guess if it's not round 1, is it still an Alpha Strike? Is it a Beta Strike?
I guess.
A Charlie Strike?
I don't know.
Delta Strike? Bravo Strike? We're on B.
So it looks like
Epsilon
Boba,
strike. I don't know.
Boba
A
can
Boba
see
Strike?
Boba can see Vader, so he's gonna hop up there
Oh,
and
he
blast
can.
Vader.
Wow. Okay.
From over there, from the other side.
From the opposite
Beautiful,
side.
beautiful blue.
Or maybe he can't see Vader. Okay, I guess he can't see Vader. He just double moved.
Double move. Over.
Looks like Lila played sees what power we can, and it's really helping her survive the Dark Trooper shots. Black Suns are getting closer.
So Boba ended up not taking any shots on Vader and just double moved to join the rest of the army.
Okay.
Used
yep.
it to zone.
Good to go.
All right, turn
It hurts
2.
my soul, but that is a thing.
I mean, you can't let Vader get in. So I wonder now if Vader tries to now do a wide flank by going horizontally, then up to that giant red rock. So that would put him in a pretty nice position to just dive into the back KP.
Yeah, now Vader has use of that long piece of terrain to hide behind.
Yeah.
So you think this is the turn that he does the Boba's 3-pip? His other, right?
Yeah,
I think-
possibly.
Probably the Boba 3-pip.
A lot of stuff's in range. Yeah, he moved Boba into
And that
range 1
HRUs,
of everyone.
he also has 2 snipers who already have line of sight on the HRUs, and I
Right.
think he wants to play it, aim, shoot with those 3 dice.
Boba moved into the army for the 3-pip.
Yep, I think
Yeah.
that's why he didn't take the shot, was he
Yeah.
would rather have Boba be in a safe position.
8 extra dice on
Yeah.
all the rest of the shots. Yeah.
So if you're Dustin, are you thinking barrage time? Because things are balled up.
Yeah, I think you play barrage and you hit the snipers that can see you so that they have to move shoot. Because if you kill the one model you can see.
All right, here we go.
Wait, let me just double check it's the card. Okay. I've done that before.
Oh, yeah, I've done that before, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey,
Yeah, we called it.
know some
Called it.
things.
We might know a
Sometimes.
little bit about the game.
Yeah.
Yep, I've
Just a
done it.
little bit.
This is a matchup I actually played, so
Yeah.
before when it's
Alright, guys.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Black Sun,
See you there.
I have no idea what's going on with that.
Deployment just took a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
rule
think
with respect for
Boba.
Luke Cook.
Dustin just
overwhelming
wants to
barrage.
knock 2 snipers off to make them move shoot and make them vulnerable to being killed.
Right.
Shoot
I'll
move,
do
right?
Move shoot because he's going to kill the visible
This
model,
shore,
so the hidden model will have
right,
to move
this
out to shoot.
mortar.
No, the leader's visible.
Okay.
So the back
Okay.
one dies.
Oh, because yep, with the
Yeah,
new
magic-
removing rules.
magic bullet.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep, yep.
I was confused why you kept saying that.
Those
Yeah,
are
so for those of you that don't know what that means, magic bullet is meaning that the order of wounds is different, and you have to kill the non-leader first, even if
Yep.
the non-leader isn't visible. So it's like the bullet hooks around the corner and kills the guy around the corner.
I still,
Yep.
every once in a while, go back to the old way of thinking. It's
Yeah.
been 4 years
Force
that way.
choke
It's
is
taken a
the-
while to untrain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Force choke is now the only thing that can just kill the leader model first.
Yep.
I think we're
the
just going to
only
go
thing.
there. I think we're going to aim spotter
Yep.
both to ourselves.
Yep.
And we're going to start with a beam into the mortar. And then I think we're going to go to the far squad here. The far sniper.
Sniper. Got it. So
Yep.
you're beaming this mortar.
Yep, starting with the mortar.
Okay.
Interesting. He's going for the mortar, not the snipers.
In the first aim.
Yep.
4.
4 into the mortar.
And that could kill the mortar. Slightly bad
Red
variance,
saves,
and it's
though, you
down.
know.
Ah,
That
Never
is
mind.
that is a dead.
You have a 1 in 4 of
Onto the back sniper.
killing the mortar on that
Yep.
shot, right? No.
No.
You have more than
In
that.
the second aim.
It's
No,
like a 1 in 3.
I mean, that's a little tougher, right? Because getting all blanks is 1 in 16.
Yeah.
But you don't need all blanks. You need 4 times 1 in 16. I think it's 5
All right,
times
good
1 in
shot,
16.
good shot.
Yeah. So roughly
So-
1 in 4, just over.
Yeah. Fuzzy math, baby.
Luke's fuzzy math beats my correct math.
Go to the
At least
bag.
in speed.
So the outcome of that barrage was that a mortar
Commander.
was killed, just
Bad.
full out.
What else
from
took
full dead.
wounds?
A sniper team.
Took a model?
Fire one
Took a
there.
model, yeah.
Okay.
So that's big, knocking an activation off the table.
Definitely rough to lose it in round 2, but that's what Barrage does. You know?
Yeah, it's overwhelming barrage. It's just,
Give a name tag.
It could have been
IG.
worse.
yeah, could have been much worse.
Yep.
He
Or
didn't
we'll
lose
do
much
HRU up
firepower.
here.
No, just this is the one mortar.
We're
Activation.
gonna
The
climb
activation
down
was the
and try
biggest
to
loss.
shoot
Yeah.
the other guy.
Interesting, he didn't give the snipers orders, so that sniper might be finished off by this HRU.
The HRU has to fight through low profile without an aim, though. At
Yeah.
least.
So put some worthless guys over here.
There's no critical on the HRUs, right?
There's no critical.
So we can
Okay.
go in. We're unhindered.
They've got everything
No, we
else,
can't
so
go
I've got to
in.
ask.
They do have a lot of keywords.
We just got a window, right?
Yep. That'll trigger the bomb.
Yes, sir. You roll.
Okay.
Once.
Is,
One. Expression.
is that a reference to
Green three.
Rainier Wolfcastle? I was elected to lead, not to
Yeah,
read.
Two through, one through.
They got triple heavy cover, so it's just
Okay.
low profile.
Oh, low profile,
Yep,
baby.
low profile blocking it.
Blocking all 3 hits. Super cover.
Yep. Let's go to the bag
Cover
again.
plus, as I've started
Yeah,
hearing
cover
more
plus.
and more.
Yeah.
Heavy
Go with
cover
those guys.
Yeah.
Rally. No.
They have 2 suppression, which is important. So
Is this a sniper?
Yeah.
Two
yeah, so
suppression?
it's only going to get 1
Dang.
action. So he has to decide: do I
Yeah.
take the shot, risk being killed?
Right, do I take the rule shot here, or do I
Thank you.
I would hide
or
this.
do I hide? Oh man.
We've already lost an activation. Bikes can come poke stuff. There's at least another HRU that can come poke.
Yeah, I mean he could try. If he
3 dice-
aims, well, he
3
can't aim
dice
shoot 'cause he
shot
has 1
is-
action.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
tough one. I think maybe you just pull back because after the bombard is gone, it's
I'll
only a
just
bite
shoot
going.
back.
He's gonna
It's
just
okay,
Okay,
shoot.
he's gonna shoot
It's
back.
only a little over half that he gets
Nah,
through,
just
and he
suppression.
doesn't.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah, Ben in chat. Rebel Boba sucks. It's trash.
Rebel Boba, best unit in Rebels.
Yeah, it's the best unit in Rebels right now.
Boba command cards are great. So great. So great.
But the Rebel Boba unit, not as much.
No, no.
You get 6 dice with Sharpshooter 2 and a name.
No, you don't.
You do.
It's only
Or
Sharpshooter 1.
But Blast,
Yeah,
same
But
thing.
Blast.
not
Okay.
the same thing.
You get they
Doesn't
get,
work on the speeder. Speeder gets covered.
Blast doesn't work on speeders.
No, not the air speeder.
Not the air
T-47.
speeder.
The sharp one gets
Oh,
through
yeah,
it,
'cause
but
it's
if they
a
have a
blast.
pilot, then they'll still
Okay.
have cover 1.
No one takes the pilot anymore.
I'll take the pilot just to spite Lucas.
So you're telling me 6 dice, Pierce 1 with the name at range 3. and blast.
And then Vader walks away from you. Yes.
You one-shot like an HRU with that. That's great.
No, you don't. One shot on HRU. Get out of
Go
here.
here.
If they roll bad,
If they roll bad, you totally
yeah.
for
can.
one.
But
Or
I
if
guess
they
you
roll
could one-shot
hot, then
anything.
you take out one.
We'll keep it.
And then
We're
you
just
paid
gonna slide back
130
over.
points for.
And we'll
What?
take a dodge.
good. Let the hate flow through you.
There is much hate in me.
It makes you stronger.
Okay, Vader
We will see.
repositions here and back to where he was previously.
Gives
I'll
you
double check
focus.
that look here, but I think that's. We should get going.
All right, Vader's just going back to hide. This is, I think, good for Luke.
Okay.
He
Snipers.
just wants to delay that Vader.
Take the black unit.
Now that the bombard's gone, Dustin doesn't have much range
we'll
for
just
that.
shoot the other HRU.
Okay.
So yeah, Luke is
Heavy
practically
down
going
light.
through for all the HRUs at the moment.
Aim. Just one. Pierce one.
Oh, that's wound token.
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we pulled the guy.
Why are we clapping?
Because Courtney just said that they're going to be having their annual Adepticon announcement regarding organized play and new product. And that's going to be happening in the ballroom right across from the Golden Demon.
Bike.
Yeah, we will have boots on the ground, so we will have
Bike, bike.
those spoilers and new info for you as it's being told.
That's why we were clapping for Courtney there, who was doing the announcement from AMG.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I think at this point, Luke just wants to take out those HRUs to reduce Dustin's range 4,
Compulsory
get his range advantage, and now that
think
Vader's
we'll
still
double
far
pivot.
away, those bikes.
pivot.
And yeah, the bikes are just sitting there.
Yep.
So Luke,
Double pivot.
with that, I think Luke now knows Dustin has no intents of going deep with the bike at this point,
Going to the
and
bag
you
again.
can just start hammering that HRU.
Yep.
4.
I think if Luke trades one sniper model and a mortar for an HRU, he's in a pretty happy position.
Points wise, it doesn't stack up well, but in terms of overall power level, I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, the HRUs are Luke's only like ranged poke, and so he wants to get that off the table so that he has range supremacy.
This is why I'm usually a hoverer with the bikes.
Yep.
I'm more. Don't worry about that much. Just do your best.
Okay.
Sounds like in our other game, Lila is focusing more on the objective. She has the middle box surrounded and already running away with others.
All
We're doing
right,
this
so
stuff
11 for
already.
the defensive play, forcing Andy to go on to the chase.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got the
It
boxes,
could work out. That's all you need, right? One model with all 3 boxes wins
Yeah.
the game.
and she does have Maul, who is excellent at running with
She
those
has Maul.
boxes.
I didn't realize she had Maul on top of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has Maul.
Oh,
Maul
That's
with
so much.
no training upgrade.
Okay.
Running
Yeah, I'll help you out.
improvised orders, Darksaber, push, choke. It's all you need, man. I
Just the bare necessities.
I totally
you
dig
need
it.
more. You need more pink suns. You can't be spending points on these
Yeah.
training upgrades.
She leaned into the skew so much harder than I ever did.
Hashtag nerf pink suns.
My mistake was trying to have 3 like objective units.
Yeah.
But like, who needs
You got
those?
the
You just
rally.
need more black suns.
You just need more red saves and giant dice pools.
You want to show me 4 off of these guys? I think we were short, right?
Yep.
No, ooh, you bumped me, but I think we are still short. I got the wound. I got the wound.
Yeah, thinking about shots. round 2. Still no need to push forward at all.
Right, it is KP, but they do need to hurry a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Game-wise, yes, but field-wise, they don't need to push forward.
I'm just gonna get shot to crap. Already went.
Dustin pulling back.
Yeah, he's ahead on points, so there's no need to engage.
Black's on first shot in our other game. Gets 8 hits and only kills 1 bike model.
Wow.
Good.
Okay.
Great defense from
Yeah.
from
to the
Andy
bag.
there.
8 hits
Got a
is a
core.
good amount to pop both bike models.
Yeah, 8 hits, like on average, I think, does pop both bikes because it's less than
7
3.
make it through.
7
if
make
they
it
block
through.
2,
If they block 2, they
2
live.
out of like their
They're there.
6, you know.
Yeah,
Move.
It's pretty close either way.
it's close to a wipe. Yeah.
I've seen those bikes triple block.
Oh yeah, they're capable. Just happens rarely.
Move so I'm not impeding
Faux show.
IG's movement.
Okay.
You okay with that? Okay.
Go to there, take a dodge. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, folks, we have a new giveaway now.
Go back to the bag.
We're gonna give away
Snipers.
a Rebel and Imperial Officer Tarot card. We'll have Zane show these to you on stream.
Okay.
There they are, right in front of my face. Hi. That's all good. So yeah, these Rebel and Imperial Officer Tarot cards. Take a look at the great art on these.
We'll just aim fire at those guys.
No,
So
on the
hashtag
site
giveaway
right
in the
now.
chat.
Oh, maybe just these 2. You got these 2.
Oh, wait,
You
really?
got 2.
Hashtag giveaway.
Um,
If you want to win these.
so yeah, I'm out of range of rule. I think.
Just based on the
Looks like we're lining up another shot right
Okay.
now too.
Not that it matters.
He's got 2 wounds. That's what he needs.
Yeah, we'll just aim shoot those guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, are we forgetting Boba Dice?
Just suppression.
I think we're forgetting Boba Dice
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
from Boba's face up.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably a May. For a rule with respect.
It's
It could have made the difference on a couple of these rolls. Yeah. Either way, even if it isn't May, it's probably too late to change anything.
oh yeah.
I'm gonna activate these guys. We're gonna see how well they
They've
fit.
played a lot of games. It's easy to get hazy.
So let's do a. We'll find a home for him. Aim dodge.
Okay.
Compulsory aim dodge from the speeder bike, holding position as best it can,
Why aim?
because it's the only other action you can take.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
It's literally the only action you can take because you don't have standby.
All right. Let's go to the bag again. Forward.
Could have been Domiko there.
It's possible he was outside of range, Warrior Hunter. But he put Boba right in the middle there. I would be surprised. I don't think it's a within 1. I think it's at 1,
Yeah.
which gives like an extra inch to that range 1. And even so, if it's, I think you move into range 1 of Boba to get the extra die rather than aim.
Yeah.
It's an extra chance at a crit, and all you need is 2.
Depends on the unit.
Because for the snipers, because in aim
And
often
we'll
you're
just
only
take
going
a
to reroll
pot
1
shot
die.
Yeah.
into those guys.
Purple?
Yeah, purple.
Pause you guys for just a second. Luke, just so you know, you have been missing some mandatory triggers.
I don't know,
with
that
your
aim might
overall
still be
respect
better.
card. Because it's not a may, it's a must, or
How?
it's just something that is happening.
Yep.
That's something on both players just to make sure we're maintaining that
TO
game state.
is
what's
confirming
the,
to the players about rule with respect.
Oh, you just missed a sniper shot with 2. You got it on the other.
No, he was out of range 1.
Oh, he was out of range 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd had to go air him in.
Yep.
I
not
didn't.
a missed
I'm sorry about
No,
that.
play or
I
anything.
made that
it
choice,
was out
yep.
of range
All
1.
right, Luke claimed
Alright,
properly.
so we're gonna move up and just
Not
shoot
forgetting
the,
anything. He's sharper than we are.
Dell. Just suppression.
Here we go with Dell.
Into, is this
with
purple
3.
again?
Yep, purple.
But,
So just piling on the
suppression.
suppression. No wounds through yet.
Yeah.
It's the other snows.
Suppression helps. I mean, it's not wounds, but
It's a form of pressure. It's not terribly effective, but it's still present.
Yeah, I mean, Luke would much rather be picking up models.
I
Yeah,
am
I mean,
cursing
this
on
is-
stream. Apologize to the world.
It's okay. We're going to give you a couple passes. It's the world championship.
Down to
2 more strikes though, and you're out.
got to watch out for those, whatchamacallit,
Happy.
the little card passes, badges we get from Adepticon. They swing around and hit
Alright,
the minis when you lean over the table.
Yeah, I always
I'll
took
go
mine off.
I put it in my back pocket or tied to my
Or-
bag.
Colorado. Colorado. Step up, or you don't even have to step up. Who's going? Yeah, they gotta step up.
Just seeing what my options are.
So we still just have Shores, who are
So I
quite good on the
could-
simple man turn.
Over to there.
5 dice with critical 1 at range 4 is not shabby.
We're about to receive possibly an update on the UK versus
Yeah,
UK
it
match.
doesn't look great for Lila. Both Dark Troopers are untouched.
There.
Lila's down to 5x and
That
running.
doesn't seem good.
Oh
With
no.
with the box though.
With the
I don't
boxes.
think she's gotten away with the middle box yet. It didn't look like it, but the other two are safe. The Dark Troopers are not
Alright, so
closing
he's just
that
gonna move
quickly. They're still at around range 3, trying to
over
avoid the
here.
Black Suns.
In the range 4. Seem good.
I mean, she's still got a chance, but she's not going to be able to do the kill
Right,
approach.
right. If the Dark Troopers are untouched by now.
Yeah, 10 Dark Troopers left.
Yeah, wow.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
So going
They've
for
kept their range probably.
going for
Can still
everything
see
but the
from
Dark
there,
Troopers.
So he's cool.
And yeah, with double activation, you can
This
kite
guy,
pretty effectively, I would imagine. Even if you are speed 1,
The range 3 is great.
yeah, you can just stay at range 3 and just continue pumping out damage.
and Dark Troopers also do hit hard like
Not
Black
passed
Sun,
yet.
so
Yeah.
when they push in, you shoot back up,
I think so.
cripple them to
You
half
got-
health from
you
1
got
shot.
for-
Yeah.
I feel like in a way,
I
Dark
just
Troopers are
have
just
3
better
units
Black
left.
Suns
And we're on.
because they have 2 activations,
I
full
believe
armor.
I believe I've. Yeah,
Um,
I've got 2 in
They
the
can
bag.
shoot at range
They
3.
have blast at
So
range
that makes
2.
sense, yeah.
Yep.
They could avoid the range
Alright,
1
so
pretty
just
easily.
slinging into the
Yeah.
Yep.
guys again.
Luke
Got
is
your bonus
piling
die
all
here?
into those guys.
All into
Got
those
your
HRs.
bonus
Yep.
here?
Yep.
Got his
this time.
bonus.
There we
Ooh,
go.
nice.
Full boat.
Oh,
All right, full boat, so that's going to be
Cover
3 in.
three.
That's
Yep.
what he wants.
Yeah, that's what he's looking for. Dustin has to make a save here.
There we go.
Oh,
There goes 1 heavy.
Youch.
1, 2.
That's huge for Luke.
And
After
we'll
all
take a
these
DLT.
flubbing shots, he finally gets a big one through. He still is down an act, so he'd love to finish off that HRU rather than just take away the second heavy.
Right.
He's definitely not sad about that.
Not at all.
So I got 2 bikes left. Got orange here. He's gonna pivot. Do probably a partial and then a compulsory. Still a little less partial.
All right, Bike's getting ready for a flank. I'm not sure if he's going to try and take a shot here or not. Nope, staying hidden. Preparing to collapse next turn, it looks like.
Yeah, he's already had 2 bikes finish this round, right? So
Yeah.
it'd
So
be a little awkward. To
Yeah,
come in
he's
with
already gone with most of his threats, so I don't think he can extend yet.
No, round 3 strike.
So while Luke is having a lackluster attacks with these, it's giving Luke plenty of time to try and finish off that one overextended HRU.
So you still have a bike unit back
Yep,
there?
that's it.
Okay.
Luke is still up 1 activation despite having lost 1.
Yeah, no chest clocks at the event today.
Some nice elbow shots here.
Slip mortar.
So he's making sure he does not trigger that mine while also getting the attack he
So
wants.
if I go.
He's already got his 4 out of 4 saves against mines. He's not willing to risk anymore.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't blame him.
They went 4 out of 4 on mines and then 0 out of 4 on bombard.
Mortar, yeah. It averages
So
out.
averages,
He
averaged
did
out.
say, I'm worried about his saves later, and then sure enough.
Yeah, he
I
kind of
forgot
breathed.
about
He
that.
kind of breathed that into existence.
Yeah, these are painted nice, but they stick a lot. Might have to switch out to mine soon here. All right, so the goal is to get range 4.
Yeah, you got it. You nestle up, I'm sure you got it.
Like that. That's cool. So there.
IG coming to finish off the HRU.
This thing sticks, otherwise I'd pivot it.
Sharpshooter,
good.
3 blacks and a white
All
with
right, so
critical,
we'll move up
not
and
bad.
Shoot the
Yep.
Or
HRUs.
search the crit.
Extra
he gets an
bow
extra
die.
black.
Yeah.
2 black and 2 white, or
Yeah.
is it?
2 black, 2 white,
Is it
and he's
surge
got
crit?
aim.
No,
Really?
I believe it's 3 black.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't the
No,
range?
it's normally 3 dice, and so it's
All
up
right.
to 4.
1 through.
Yeah, but
Through.
it's 2 black, 1 white on the range 4. I'm pretty sure the range 2 is
luck.
1 black, 2 white.
He doesn't have range 3. He should.
I already
The
rolled
range,
it.
I'm
It's
saying
the
the
bike.
range 3, I think, is the white dice one.
I thought the
Let me
range
double check.
4 was the better one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it should be 2 blacks and a white, up to 3 blacks and a white.
Gotcha.
He rolled 2 blacks, 2 whites.
Compulsory.
Oh, whoops.
I think it's only 3 dice, so it's only going to 4 dice.
Yes, what I'm saying, one of those.
You're
should-
saying it's the wrong
Slow and
colors.
Take a dodge.
Right.
He did 2
3
whites
black
and
and
2
white.
blacks, or it should be 3 blacks and white. But
Look it up.
I'm pretty
2
sure.
black and white, yep. Range 4 on IG88.
Dodge. Go ahead.
Should have been 3 black, 1 white.
Yeah,
You are correct.
we're not going to interrupt them for that.
No,
right?
I wouldn't interrupt them for that. That's
But just for people watching, yeah, should have been a black dice instead of that white one.
Just so you know, Lucas caught it.
All right. So
Lucas knows his IG88.
I'm gonna activate the shorts.
Well, that's my
Yeah.
biggest problem with
They're going to
IG11. His
themselves.
range 3 profile is the weaker gun. And so while you can gunslinger with Pierce 2, you have the worst dice.
Right.
So I like his long range a bit
All
more.
right, so I'm just gonna mark his starting spot. So if we, where's Boba's range?
so trying to maneuver this shore into
So,
what
oh,
looks like a
can't do
range
that,
3
sorry.
shot to try to
Um,
but
On a
while,
bike?
while also getting rule
he
at the
can
same
move
time.
over
Yeah, it's a big
here.
dice pool.
Yeah, that's a huge dice pool. It's like
And if
what
you
is
can
it?
see both models, that could pick up a whole bike unit with the little variance.
What is it, like 7 black and 2 white or something like that? It's big.
Yeah, 7 black, 2 white.
7 black, 2 white.
up
Yeah,
into
with
here.
crit 1.
Not too worried about
If it's the
Boba's
full
range,
shore.
just gotta
So
make sure that we're
some
range
hot dice,
3.
and that could be a full dead.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. So he's measured
And
it
they're
out.
safe from
Guy
Boba, right? They're only going
here.
to get shot by his 2 bikes, so he's not too worried.
Big guy.
Yep.
And he can get them cover
Here.
behind that rock. Yeah, this
Here.
is a really good shot.
Yeah.
This is where the extra activations really start paying off.
And we'll shoot at the front pike
He's
unit.
got to
Sounds
aim
good.
from target 1.
An aim token.
Yep.
Short squad. 2 extra black. And here we go.
See what the dice say.
Yeah, these are the big shots right now.
I see a lot of blanks. Does have critical.
Okay. That doesn't count.
That looks
That'll
like
be 3 after cover.
3 after cover.
All right, so maybe a dead bike.
Could pop a bike. It does.
Pops.
Oh. Bike down.
It's a big deal. Pops a bike before any of them have shot.
Bad.
Yeah. So nerfing the alpha a little bit.
Yeah, and since those bikes are the main 2 things shooting back,
Yeah, it is essentially
I'm
3
out.
bike alpha
Yep.
now.
Okay.
he also has
Just
Boba,
had
who has
Boba
yet to
Fett.
gone. And Boba might be able to finish off that bike depending on how close it is.
Boba doesn't have. Yeah, Boba could get to that. Can he get to that same spot? Boba's only got 2 dice though at range 3. No, he's got his own.
He's got 3 dice because
He's
he
got
gets his own rule.
Yeah,
Yep.
I learned that a little late.
Yeah. See, he's measuring it out now. Oh yeah.
All day.
Easily.
Leaves him in the open, so he's got to do something to
Have a
get
dodge.
Boba back out later.
Well, he could
Back
play
line
a
has a dodge.
1-pip, finish off the other bike or something if he kills it. Just completely neuter that flank
Could also
potentially.
go for the
Because
other.
Vader's nowhere near there, right? He'd be happy to trade 1-pips with Vader.
Yeah, he could play the simple man 1-pip,
Yeah.
and then he'd have 5 dice, or yeah, he'd have all 5 dice at range 3.
Yeah, and I believe he has C's on Boba, so he can.
He could still issue it to someone else and have control on him. or
Yeah. Yeah, seize the initiative on Boba.
Issue it to
Jump
IG.
over this 'cause it's less
Issue to IG, and then
I
yeah,
think that's what the play is.
because if he's able to
What we
kill
doing
that
for
one
time?
bike, he's able to kill the one bike. He can try and set up to range 3 of the other, and then just aim shoot the
Alright,
other bike, and now he's only getting 3 dice in
Boba's
return.
gonna
He'll get an aim from the 1-pip
Jump
anyways.
over here.
But yes,
Yeah.
aim and marksman.
Boba jumping out.
Actually, I'm gonna set it up so that he's out of range 4. Okay, so he's gonna jump over here and shoot at these bikes.
Okay.
Or maybe split fire with the 1-pip
let's
to
see this
finish
shot.
the HRUs.
For 2.
2 into the
All right,
bike.
so he's not going to kill that bike.
Pierce
But
1.
it hurts.
All right.
Yeah, it could be interesting. With the aim and marksman, he can probably, finish off that bike with the 3
Yeah,
dice.
actually,
And then split fire into the HRU, and that
all
HRU is
day
only 2
can
models.
finish both of these. That is
Alright.
definitely the play.
Heading
Simple
into turn
man,
3 as we clean up.
range, C's. So what does Dustin do in response?
Okay.
He's got a bunch of
I
Vader
mean, he's
cards.
thought about his card. I think he can try and play a 1-pip to outbid Luke, but yeah,
But Vader's not in range to implacable or might.
it's tough.
I think he
He is
goes for
implacable.
Yeah,
implacable
so
just to get in.
just to try and get priority.
3. So I believe this is me.
Yep.
Official reminder to the players to pick up the pace a little bit from the TO.
All right, so
Or
that's Luke getting
judge.
priority. That's pretty
Alrighty.
big.
Yeah, Luke getting priority with
Senior
Simple
Boba
Man.
Fett. We'll use C's. And we'll give this guy an order.
So
Picks
Luke
up
could
an
potentially
aim
pick up 2
token.
units right now.
Yeah, he absolutely should. I think he's planned to pick up 2 and then just.
So do you
fall
aim
back.
and stay there to
No,
guarantee it?
No. You've already got a name from the card.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
need,
you
you have
just
3
shoot.
dice. You just need to get
Go ahead
probably 2
and
paint.
go with.
All you need is 1 paint against the speeder bike.
Go with Boba
Yeah, 'cause
first.
it's pierced.
Sure.
We're gonna do a split
No,
fire.
it's impact on the range 2
Yeah.
gun.
Wrist rocket and carbine.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
What's the range on the carbine?
He gets range 4.
Oh yeah,
this
you got
turn.
you get the symbol. Okay, I'm tracking.
So
Fire away.
first, I'll go That's the
Yeah,
bike.
which one's priority?
for 1.
And No
think you
pierce on
leave
this,
it.
right?
No pierce.
I would have done the other guys first because you want to
Go for broke.
definitely
Yep.
kill.
Go for it.
This is
I
the
think you
bike.
do the HRUs first.
Oh, it
And
saves.
And then
the
watch if he
carbine
double
over there.
hits. This is why you do the HRUs first. And
Gotcha.
that's why you do the
Yeah.
HRU
Pierce one
first.
first.
Yeah.
Yep, Pierce 1.
Should have spent the aim. Okay.
Pierce 1, though, kills the
Kills
HRU.
it. All right, he got one of the two.
And he's just going to hop back to his starting spot.
I mean, not terrible still, but I think
No,
the
that bike still
ordering on
has to
that was
retreat,
wrong.
but he could have removed
Yeah.
another act.
Luke regretting that he did not spend the aim there.
Well, I think with the HRUs, you want to.
Yep.
Which unit do you want to spend the aim on? That's when you go with first.
Absolutely.
Because if you get the double hit, now
This
you
one
know you
was
can
sub
save it.
one, right?
And if you don't,
Yeah.
you spend it.
All right.
The
Looks like
bike is an easier retreat.
So I think we're
So I
gonna
think
pivot
you kill the
Yep.
bike. You focus on bike
We'll
first.
partial up the hill,
Yep.
and we'll compulsory
But the HRU's more points.
to about there.
Okay.
See, yeah, bike already ran.
Yeah. I mean, Luke can just play defense now, though. He's
Sniper
killed
can't
one of
even
them.
pop it.
There's only one
One in
other
the bag.
HRU,
Yeah.
and that's the only other range threat.
Core. We'll go ahead. These guys.
Got an update on the other table. Lila has indeed picked up the middle box now and
I
gotten
guess we
speed
don't
2
need
away.
Yep, thank you.
So she's making a run for it.
So
All right,
can
so,
Andrew
moving
catch
over
her?
here.
Right. And can Maul fend off the Dark Troopers enough? I don't know if
We'll
she's
get them
running
in just
the
white.
middle box with Maul or with Black Suns. Black Suns probably have better saves, right? With the access
He's
to
going
the
to move
surges.
to
Yeah.
test the terrain.
Sure.
And
And Maul can
Yep,
do
good
some
with
more
light.
tricks to try
Good
and
with
stop
light.
the Dark
Okay.
Yep.
Troopers. Although I think you want Maul with it, 'cause with all those extra actions, Maul could pick up any drop boxes and keep on hauling. I think you start it on Black Suns and then go to Maul.
Shores move out to touch the terrain and shoot some more
Range
bikes.
3.
yep.
So range 3 shot and light cover.
Pretty good.
So light cover, it'll be 4.
Yeah,
All
4.
right, that's probably a dead bike.
Take another bike model maybe.
Is this, oh, this is a shore?
Yeah, Shore Trooper.
And that's a dead
There's
bike.
a dead bike.
That is 2
This is
bike
real good for
alphas
Luke.
killed. Or
Wow.
Like I
Bravo
said,
strikes.
in this matchup, the longer Luke can delay and pick stuff up, he's getting
we're at Charlie
stronger and
strikes. now.
stronger.
It's turn
Yeah, we're at Charlie.
But yeah, you're
We'll
right.
shoot back.
You're absolutely right, Lucas.
and to
Yeah,
heavy.
I think right now Luke is playing it great. He would have loved to kill that other
We'll
bike.
see what we're doing.
We got Mr.
Yeah, we're
Kyle
gonna
Dornbos
pivot
making an
compulsory.
appearance out here
So
with
we're
his
just shooting
family,
no
Yeah,
aim.
brought the whole family out.
showing them the
Suppression.
cool spots out here. all the cool nerds he hangs out with.
Oh, that's cool, dudes. As Finn would say, ah, yeah, all you cool guys.
You cool guys.
You're a cool guy.
Cool guy.
A lot of the people I've
Go
met
back.
this weekend have been very cool. It's
Yeah, they
very,
really have.
Very fun to meet everyone. Highly encourage everyone to come to these events when they can.
Rally.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, Luke's in a great spot.
We will just.
He activation parity, neutering part of the bike flank. And I
Yeah,
don't
he
see
got-
Vader having a real approach right
Take a
now.
pot
He
shot
got back
into
to
the
his
HRU
2 activation disparity, right?
Yeah.
So it's 10 to 8,
Suppression.
or no, 11 to 9. 11 to 9.
He's just gonna move and tuck himself away.
Still the old philosophy of the range 4 chip damage. Simple man making a really big difference here for the range 4 chip.
Core.
Moving out, getting the range 3 shot. You know, you can rock it as well if you time it better.
Yep.
But I mean, it was the rocket wasn't necessarily to do damage. It was putting pressure on Vader
Yeah,
not to
yeah.
move.
Yeah,
Because
that's
Vader has a
some-
bounty.
That's something
it?
people
Yeah.
underestimate is that you can chain rocket into simple man.
Right.
Oh, I didn't miss
I
it.
painted mine kind of similar. Just
Doesn't
black.
work. It
Mine's the nasty.
doesn't always work.
Nasty,
Yeah.
not good looking black. All right. That looks questionable.
Yeah, easy way to check there.
Makes a very nice last first at range 3.
Let's see what we
I would
get.
even
We're going that
chain
way.
the rocket into Simple Man, stand by the range 2 flamethrower off of the Luke force push, and still just doesn't have the output.
I got range.
Luke and Rebel Boba
but you
together
don't
is
have
line of
still
sight.
really
It
good.
was juicy.
I don't even know if I have range. Okay.
I think Brian Bear had a better version of it where he did that and then 3
Go
FD
there.
cannons, just
Yeah.
daring anyone to come to the back lines.
Yeah,
So
he had
pushing
a
snows up.
he
This
had
is
a,
such a tough approach right now. Like, look at how much ground Dustin has to cover, and Luke just has to barely walk forward.
Yeah, Luke is definitely in a commanding position right now on attrition and on positioning.
Going to the bag.
Sure.
Core.
Game
Let's
is
just
not
take
over,
this mortar,
but
aim standby.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like we've seen with many of these games, the game's not over until Vader's dead.
right, Vader has a long walk.
Got me.
to
I'm gonna
the
pass.
lines there,
Okay.
including going through a mine, probably.
Yeah. I lost my implacable. I had one on stream, and my little implacable took, and I lost it yesterday. Okay.
All right. Go to the bag.
I had, yeah.
Core.
I have no idea. I have no
I-
idea where it is or what it
I
looks
don't
like.
even know, yeah, what that is.
I don't know what an implacable token is.
Move. All right. Yep. Just aim standby.
Yeah, since the HUs are all that's left, those standbys are pretty darn safe. And with Vader threatening, I mean that's pretty big, right? Having range 3 standbys.
45 minutes.
45 minutes left in the
They're
top
wrapping
4.
up turn 3. All right, we're getting an update.
Question is, where do we want to be?
Update on Andy versus Lila.
We're getting heavy cover.
So Lila holding 3 objectives with Maul as a backup one in the middle, and she just needs to survive the onslaught from AJST to win that game.
Very winnable.
It's a winnable game, but AJST has a lot of firepower remaining.
Red saves be red saves.
Yep, red
No
saves
Pierce.
you could just dice your way out.
Yeah, surging red saves can just be a brick
Maul
wall.
could definitely just dive the Dark Troopers and soak some turns.
Exactly.
Even if he dies, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, as long as she has the boxes.
Yeah. That's definitely
so
what
2
I would have
close
done
games
with Luke.
right now. I mean,
Yeah.
we're in the
Help me
top
on
4,
that.
so
Yeah.
no games are going to be blowouts at this point. So
Guys,
it's like,
we got
Actually, let's
3
let's
minutes.
measure it out because I can back it up. So whatever we need to back up, I
Oh,
just want to
okay.
make sure we're at 3.
I gotcha.
3 minutes to
Hashtag
type
giveaway.
hashtag giveaway.
He could be up
Yeah,
on the
lot back.
right.
Let's
Or
just
back
go.
there. Yeah.
Let's go there.
Okay.
so Dustin's going in with the bike now.
So compulse, move, shoot.
Yes, sir.
Without an aim. Does Dustin have transponders on these?
He does, but I guess he didn't pop it, or he just didn't.
3, 2,
Okay,
or 1 through cover.
1 through cover. Yep.
1 through cover is not the happy
onto the short troopers and a
Charlie
save.
strike.
Okay.
Luke is
Go
a-okay
back
with
to the
that
bag.
because those shores in response will probably kill a bike next turn.
Core again.
Man. So what, Vader just triple moves this turn?
May have to.
Yeah,
Alright,
it
so
he
feels
gets
bad,
one blast
but
shot.
Range 3.
he can
shoot
kind
the bike.
Might get
of, he
2
can probably
blast
end up.
shots.
And
Do you see that little
just
rock
like cover,
barricade in the
that-
center KP? I
Back.
think with the triple move, you can end up roughly in between those.
Yeah,
So-
and then Master of Evil to start with the dodge and bomb everyone. Oh, well, you
I
got
would
the
probably,
bounty hunters
I
right
would probably do
there.
the 1 pip because you can move in, charge something, force push something, and
Okay.
then pull something all into you, and you can't get whip corded. If you Master of Evil, you're just whip corded.
Yeah,
so
but
2
if you
through the
Master of
cover.
Evil and you're that close, you can still push them into you.
Yeah. I think you just like the Vader's Might to try and beat whipcord, and then if you do, you yank, you engage 3 things, and like Vader could just win the game from that point.
So Del Mico Shore shooting the speeder bikes and only getting 1 wound through.
No sharpshooter Del Mico is sad Del Mico.
Yeah,
Correct.
it is worth. IG88 hasn't gone yet, and he is great at tearing up bikes.
That is true. He's true.
And that bike
if
is
you
in
could get him
range.
out of cover, then he's already got the sharp one.
I think that little piece of terrain in front of him is too small to give the bikes cover. So
It is.
IG going to be getting that out of cover shot with 6 dice and Pierce 1.
Or does IG wait for Vader?
Yeah, it could be either.
We don't have we do have an order on IG. That's right.
Yeah, he has an order, so he's going to get to choose. I mean, if Vader comes
Range a
running
little
in,
bit.
you shoot
Some
Vader,
snows.
but
Good.
I think you hold him regardless and decide once Vader does his thing.
so I think a big thing though
Oregon.
for Luke is when Vader gets in,
Gotta
half
be
the bike's already neutered and not in the fight.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be taking that much on-con firepower while he deals with Vader.
Right.
All right, we're going to draw the winner of the giveaway right now, folks. 3, 2, 1. Des22, are you in the chat? You have been accepted as the giveaway winner.
Heyo. Exclamation claim to claim it.
All right, hit me
Right
up
away.
on Discord with your information. Congratulations, you've won an Imperial Officer and Rebel Officer Tarot set.
So if that's the case, I'm just gonna take a T21 shot at the bikes.
Sure.
Nothing. And I'm just gonna back up over here.
All right, getting guys just a little farther
Commander,
from
we
Vader.
will inspire the HRU.
So Luke was hoping to prevent the move shoot, but
We'll
Inspire
spotter
will
the
fix that.
HRU.
he might still have a sniper who can go to
And
trying to find another suppression. So he would love to prevent that
Get a
move
little
shoot
bit
from the HRU.
Good.
Okay, go into the bag.
Yeah.
Sniper.
Yeah.
Aim shoot HRUs.
Yeah.
Yep. He wants to kill stuff,
It's a
but he's
suppression.
also happy as suppression.
Okay.
There you go.
And suppression.
HRU suffering from being Courage 1.
Yep.
Good.
So if they rally,
They have everything else. They don't need courage too.
I think they should go down 5 points and gain courage too.
I think you
Yeah.
should go down 5 points and gain courage too. They have unhindered.
Yeah, they
I
have
know,
unhindered.
It's so playing with Blizzard, you basically ignore difficult because your snows are speed 1, you have speeders. The only thing that cares about is Vader.
Hey everybody, welcome back. The stream internet reset. Sorry about that interruption in the game.
We had
The
Yeah, we
internet
are-
in the entire hall went out.
Yeah,
we had
but
other streamers
If you
coming
wouldn't
over
mind,
to
just
us
make sure
asking
it's not on a piece of terrain.
what was going on.
What's
The who?
the
Oh,
gold
yeah, yeah.
sergeant's
Yeah.
guy's
Yeah, yeah.
name again?
quick,
Dion.
quick
Okay,
little
because he's over there
recap.
talking, so
Yeah.
maybe we could let him know the internet's back.
Dion, we restarted our computer and the internet came back. You guys are good now? Yeah, we're good now. I want to check. Sana. Yeah, for real though. It's back up? It's back up, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry for the
HRU
shouting. We're just letting the other streamers know.
Yeah,
The
we're
internet's
just
working for us now.
yeah.
Gonna give me 3 off of, yeah.
HRU
Good
rallied their suppression, moved and shot the strike
Yeah.
team.
See, we're
One
not even
hit
kinda
through
cut
the
You wanna
cover
be in or
plus
I
that
wanna
the
be out.
strike,
Okay.
the single model strike saved.
So I'll just set
Hey.
it up.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
Vader's
gonna-
doing his activation now, his first
Luke
activation.
needs to maintain as many of those activations as possible.
Yeah. Vader's staying out of range
Yep, I think
3
it's
for the
out.
Sentinel standby.
Oh.
Very careful, and then range ruler knocks it over. As is the life of a Legion player.
I don't think we're doing a whole lot.
It's all
here,
the
so-
cloaks. Yeah. Vader finds a spot out of
Line of
LOS
sight?
of the mortar, potentially.
Maybe just double check with the sill. Sure. I think so. Yep. Yep. Gotta be like over here to see him.
How about your back motor?
Yeah, so the entire
one,
convention internet had a hiccup.
Check 3 on him too.
Nope. Can't see.
Okay.
So
Well,
what's
yeah.
Vader's plan here? He can't do anything with a single action. Implacable.
He ran behind that. I think he
He's
just
going
has to
for
go.
turn
He has to go
6
all in.
kills.
We got
It's
2 to
too
nothing.
late to go all in.
I mean, he with the triple move, he could have been right
So
there,
I
and if he
think,
beats Whipcord, he pretty much wins the
I
game.
think we're good. I don't think we're gonna win.
Like it's a 50-50, but he's
So-
losing right now. Like I think
Yeah,
you
he
take the
Take
says-
it as it
50-50.
stands.
He says no wound,
Yeah, yeah.
Bag
At this
says
point, there's
nothing.
nothing to do with the second turn on Implacable.
other than make yourself in the open
Right.
See,
and force throw something,
You
but
get a dodge. No,
it's not
you don't
close
want
enough.
it.
Yeah.
I think you want the 50-50 there with the one pip, because if you get in,
Is there
You
not a win condition
Don't
for
wanna get
him
any
outside
closer
of that?
to you.
it's tough.
I
He's just
don't
playing in
want
Luke's
to-
hand though. Like Luke is gonna just keep getting ahead on attrition.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Scary
Like
zone.
the whole thing Blizzard does against this kind of gun line is you throw Blizzard, you throw Vader in their face. They have to deal with Vader while they're dealing with Vader. Everything else is just murdering
Right.
his army.
Times
And the
Hitch.
bikes are shredding everything else.
And Vader can, with where he was, he could have engaged. Yeah.
So Luke now measuring for Vader's maximum position here. Trying to scope out exactly where Vader can go.
Yep, because you have to stay just, what's it, about range 3 to be safe?
Yep. But
Fair
here's,
range.
and Luke's trying to also, so he has to
All right,
manage a couple things, right?
so-
He has to manage Vader's range.
He's just gonna take another aim and shoot at range 4, light down to none at the bike.
IG88 here.
From who?
From IG.
I think, is this going to give me cover?
I didn't think so, because it has to be 50% still.
Yeah, 50% from that edge.
No, it's like the entire 50%.
Right, I know, but I can draw it from this edge. I draw
Isn't it my entire silhouette, so it has to be like...
Some confusion on
You pick a
silhouette
point
cover.
on that.
This, I still
Tio's
don't
gonna have
understand
to
bike
weigh
cover.
in.
No one's explained it to me properly.
Pick the worst angle over here, and then see if you can see 50% of it.
Oh, so you actually get to pick it.
I mean, whatever the hypothetically the worst would be.
So you go to the worst spot.
Yes.
Okay.
It's, so,
All right.
Luke,
So
to
then,
clarify, it's all the spots, and if one satisfies the condition, they get cover.
Right.
So you just go to the worst
You
spot.
default to the
Right.
worst.
Except the worst spot doesn't have it, then obviously there's no other
Right, you
point.
default to
And then
But
defender
It's
picks.
easier to ask the
Yeah.
defender what point do you think is the worst,
Yeah.
because that goes quicker.
okay.
Right,
okay.
LJ explaining
We're
it
used
to him.
to looking for the best shots as attacker.
Okay, so that makes much more sense because I thought it was like a flashlight effect, and you had to
I,
account
I was
50% for the
confused
whole
till
thing.
that is explained. Like
Okay.
when
No,
you
it's
know,
not
like
a
find the
flashlight.
worst, then check
not
the
a cone,
50.
it's a
not
beam.
as bad.
Yeah.
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 Thank you. Now I fully understand. It needed to
call it
happen
a
in
cone.
person. All right, so he's just gonna back
it's
up
from any
then
1 point
and
half.
get
Okay.
him out of cover
Yeah, that's fine.
at range 4. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is that a one bike model squad?
For 3.
Oh, 3 hits, dude.
3,
Pierce
no
one,
cover.
right?
No
That's
No Pierce. Oh, that's right. No, this is the 4.
But
I
if he
could
blanks
live.
instead,
yeah.
that'd be really big.
Not
Look when he
dead.
saves. So he's gonna have another bike running away on like 1 health.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Okay.
Is Lucas out?
Oh, that was
Or you are
end of the
Lucas?
round.
Yeah, it's the end of the round. Okay, so
Okay.
we're going into round 4 now.
So Luke could probably finish off that other bike very handedly. And Vader can't get in this next turn. Oh man, yeah, it's tough. I think that with the Implacable, you just wanted to get the triple move
We got half an hour
and
left.
plan on the one pip bailing you out.
Yep.
'Cause if you win that roll off, you bubble wrap 3 things.
Okay.
So they're saying they got about 30 minutes left in regulation, plus
Let's
the.
get 2.
Are we going
least.
into
I'd
4
like to
or
get
going
3.
into
we're,
5?
we're going into 4.
Probably going to
Okay.
be a lot of
And they got 30 minutes left, so they'd have to do
It's very possible they
15
only
minute,
make round
2
4 and
rounds. Yeah.
5.
Yeah, there's a possibility they may not make it.
see.
Fear and Dead Men, okay. I dig this play. You know,
And now
Vader's.
he does have the 1 pip. I do
Oh,
like
he
that.
does.
Ah, he
Okay.
does. Okay. So
The IG-88 one pip.
wait,
that's-
so he's not playing
That's
whipcord.
no whipcord.
He's not playing whipcord.
And that's
Wow.
revealed now that it's no whipcord.
Wow.
So he should have just gone.
You should have hid in the
They
one
haven't
pip.
yelled at me for my stupid surge tokens
I
yet.
would have hid in the one pip just to
Oh.
hide the fact that I don't have whipcord.
I didn't notice.
Yep.
So IG
Maybe,
gets
but
in order.
Luke Cook
Oh, we
is
get the
Luke
roll
Cook,
off still
so
because
Yeah.
it's 2 pip versus
He's
2
probably
pip.
okay at this point.
That's your roll this time.
Oh, no, that was IG's 2 pip.
That was IG's 2 pip.
Yeah, yeah.
Machine made
Go
for kill.
first,
Oh, focused
and,
on the kill.
Boba
is
will
the
Yes,
take,
first.
yes, yes. This is the
independent
steady
E.
one.
This
So I
is
was
the
going to say.
steady.
This is
Alright.
the steady
Because
one,
he
yeah.
wants to jump into range 3, shoot, jump back.
Jump back, exactly.
All right. It's hard to provide commentary on players that are better than us.
It's true.
We're trying.
It's true. We're trying our best, guys.
All right, bag.
Yep.
Improvise.
He's trying to pull that bike and get it out of there. Dustin's
Bike.
been to improvise. He did get it. Look at that. 3 bikes in the bag. Yeah,
So he's just going to run away again.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's no reason to feed.
Triple move.
But now Dustin doesn't have anything to shoot with, and Vader's not
We got
getting
compulsory
in.
on the front.
Luke is just going to now tear up that other HRU, or right? The
Yep.
HRU's in the other spot. He's just going to kill that HRU now.
Yeah, and it's already taken some wounds, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the
And-
pulling back of the bike doesn't.
The
doesn't
issue too is
Zip
now
up the edge.
Vader is having fewer and fewer turns to
Almost
kill
zip over the
things,
edge.
right? The longer he's not in there, that's
Yeah, I think you wanted your Vader in there by 4.
Compulsory double move.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And these are his, right? These 2?
Yeah, those are 2. Should have 2.
Go to the bag. Snipers. Yeah, you were at range, I was at range, so just gonna aim fire at your HRUs.
Yes, sure.
Working on the attrition.
yeah. So
Straightforward
he's just
enough.
going to keep firing in those
Just
HRUs
suppression.
because Dustin does have to try and contest that center point, and he's got a long way to walk to do it. And with all his bikes hiding in the corner, they're not going to be able to shoot in those late turns, which is okay.
Right.
But Luke does have the activation disparity to backload and kill those bikes as soon as they come in.
We're rapidly approaching a game state, I think, where
Here if
Dustin
we
has to
need it.
kill stuff with Vader, and he's not going to be able to necessarily.
Yeah, it's tough overextending Vader like that, but I've found many times it's the right choice because you
Yeah.
just have to put the pressure on.
I mean, this is the turn
Yeah.
to
You're
do
still up
it.
on me, right? I will pass.
Okay.
All right, passes. Dustin passes. Luke
Yep.
going back into the bag.
Go to the bag then.
Looks like we're getting
Boba.
an update on our other top 4 game.
Not exactly amazing.
All right, so little update on the other game. Lila has 2 boxes in the back, completely hidden behind line of sight blockers. The black sun in the center that had the box was killed, but Maul picked up the box and is now battling it out, trying to survive with that box. So
Oh,
if she can get away with Maul, it's most likely her game.
She has
If
to
AJ is
survive
able to
with
kill
it.
Maul.
yeah.
So
See,
she
Maul
has to just
does have that
survive.
cunning.
Yeah.
So if she can survive.
Maul can cunning get out of there.
So we're just gonna move over here.
Sure.
Exactly range 3
Sure.
Shoot Vader.
and
Yep.
shoot at Vader.
Sure.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind popping a silhouette, I want to maximize cover options.
Sure. You go fast, I'll let you. You should have pretty good cover
Yeah.
options.
Okay. Actually, I could go pretty far. All right, so exactly range 3 as
Yeah.
well.
Fire away.
And
Shoot Vader.
Firing away.
Yep.
2
Two
blacks.
dice. Yeah.
2
2 hits. Vader currently no dodges, so
Spends
spends
a
a
surge,
just
she's
a pressure.
okay.
No problem for Vader.
I mean, this is pretty big. Like, the longer Luke holds on to whipcord, like, say he tries to dive 5 and
Let's go
Luke
there.
wins whipcord roll off, like, it's
See if
just
we rally. We're just
Yeah.
gonna shoot
Yeah.
back
because he's taking too long to get in.
At the sniper.
Right.
at the sniper.
Yeah.
can't find any
Like I
crits
was kind
lately.
of talking about in the beginning, it's on Dustin's end, the engagement.
I
is
complain,
really
I get
important.
him.
There's 2 crits.
2 crits.
Okay.
Into the
That's
sniper.
That's a
Two,
dead
yeah,
single
super cover,
model
so 2.
sniper.
It
Yeah.
dead. So Dustin striking back.
Oh, what was?
It is really important that Dustin has been escaping with all those one-wound models.
All right, going to
Because
the
that would
bag
be
again.
3 more activations, right? There's 3 bikes
Snipers.
back there with 1 wound.
Was sure enough.
Yeah, that would be a huge lead for Luke if he was able to finish those off.
You got 1 wound on blue if that's what you're looking. The
Yeah,
last we
okay.
looked.
All right.
You got the back guy on blue.
Okay, I'll just aim shoot them.
So players picking up the pace now.
Aim.
Yeah.
Double blank from the sniper on first
Suppression.
roll.
Just
And then-
suppression.
Yeah. Didn't find the crit.
Actually, that might have been the other squad, but I'm good with it. To keep the game going, I'm good with it. Let's do one of these nobodies.
So holding his last full
Get him
bike.
turned around.
Luke Cook
Yeah.
in the 4
Compulsory.
turns has played Boba Rocket, a simple well, turn 2 was
Turn 2
Rule with
was
respect.
rule. Yeah,
Simple
Simple
man
Man.
Simple
and Aegis
Man.
2. So
and
he's got
IG2.
whipcord
he has
and
he has a 1 pip.
Yeah, whatever that is.
and a 2 pip.
And a 2 pip, yeah.
well, unless Luke was lying to me, it's whipcord. Because when we were practicing, he said this is my world's list.
All right. So keep it down so players don't hear, but
Yeah.
You gotta go
should be a
for
whipcord in there.
Should be.
I don't know how you can't bring it. It's such a good card.
All right.
Yeah.
Bag. Core. I think we'll just take this.
What's his other 2 pip though?
I don't know. I don't think I saw it in my game.
Oh wait, I'm tall, so I might be able to see
Yeah,
over.
maybe.
It may be
No.
making his way, but I couldn't tell you.
So I think we're just going to aim standby with this front.
Front guy, sure.
Yeah, aim standby with a mortar is the right play there. Guarding against Vader.
Commander. Well, spotter, or not spotter, will
Seeing the
inspire.
suppression could be good, right? Whipcord gives suppression. That does, you can potentially
Yeah, we
suppress
have
the
Vader.
Vader
We do.
after whipcording
So we'll
him, so
inspire
he
here.
can't move turn 5, only gets 1 move on turn 6.
We will
Update on the other game.
walk over to here.
Lila moves twice with Maul
and
to
we
get
will
away
spotter
with the
here.
box on turn 5.
Wow.
So even if
Going
Maul
to the
dies, it's
bag.
2 moves closer to the rest of the
Another core.
units.
Yeah.
Right. What matters
Same
now is
standby
objective points.
Oh
Yep.
gosh, what a close game.
That's a tight game.
Maul's like in the corner
Core.
now. Yeah, plenty of LOS blockers.
He's
Wow,
in a pretty
uphill
safe
battle
spot.
for
Yeah.
HAST for Andy.
Let's go here. That should be 3, I believe.
Yep.
Check
Totally.
me.
Yep.
So right now
away.
it looks like
We're
the
gonna
2 favored players to go
on
in
the
the
walk.
end are Lila
we're
and
moving
Luke
after
Cook.
this.
Of course, it's anyone's game because these haven't finished. But right now, that's what the advantage looks like at the moment.
Sloppy, but we don't need a full.
All right, as we get into the closer to the end of this game, we're gonna do one more
All right, go to
giveaway.
the bag. Core again.
Just one more
Fine,
giveaway
gentlemen.
here. Zane's gonna show it on the screen. A set of 12 Battle Force cards.
Yeah.
Very nice.
A little over 20 minutes. 2-0.
Oops.
All right, I think we're getting 1. I don't know if we're getting 2.
So
All right.
thank you, Zane, for
we're
showing those
gonna
off on
just
stream. We're gonna start the giveaway now.
Move over
Okay,
here.
dude. Oh,
Yep.
this thing.
Move over here. Exactly range 3 of Vader.
You got to way back.
Oh, yep. Sorry, I was going so fast. Yeah, you tell me where it is.
I think it's there.
Okay. All right, so he'll just go there.
fire.
If you already typed a giveaway, make sure to type it one more time. I don't think the bot was on.
Hashtag giveaway.
Suppression.
All right, Delmico Shores taking a shot, only getting suppression.
Vader's still waiting to go.
See,
Probably the winner.
yeah, Vader's is now starting to take everything.
Ooh, I don't know if Del. Just go hear him in.
In Lila's game, she's at least like 3 Dark Trooper moves away from getting shot at by anything. And she's still got remnants of a Black Sun squad causing issues in Andy's back line. They're in the corner with one more building even to hide behind after this
That's
round.
okay, don't.
I think Lila's got it locked down.
All right, we'll go to the bag.
Man, so
That's big.
potential top 2.
Got a bike.
So Lila
Let's do
also
another
overcoming her curse
nonsense.
because she practices with Andrew a lot locally. They're local to each other, and in practice, Andrew usually wins. So
Very cool.
for
Very
the game to snap the streak,
Two for a move.
to be the world's top 4 game,
3 for an over
that's
here.
that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Where'd I thank you.
He was facing out there, right?
Yep. He's definitely got necked.
I got you.
Yep.
Bag. Corrigan.
So just swinging around with those bikes, keeping him safe because he wants to just essentially push in. He could try and threaten Luke's
shoot
back
at Vader,
KP.
I
I
guess.
think that's probably the best use of those one wound bikes.
If we can do something.
But I mean, Luke's going to be in a position
Move
where you
up
could
to
just
range
move
3.
up to touch the middle KP and still shoot
Yeah.
and probably kill a bike
Yeah.
each time.
And shoot him.
I mean, they're all in one wound. You don't have too many options of what you can try and do with them.
No, I agree.
Alright.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Vader's not taking really any
Yep.
wounds.
Let's go for it.
Vader's staying
Heavy
healthy.
cover.
That's a lot of
better,
surges.
just 2 crits.
Yeah, he only converts so many of them.
Spend a surge.
That's another wound on Vader.
And a suppression for him.
First wound, right?
And back to
I
you.
think it's the first wound on Vader.
Looks like, doesn't he have a second one?
Nope.
Nope.
That's the suppression
Oh,
token.
Hey,
It's just shiny.
Hey, look at that after we already used it.
Looks like he found his implacable token he was
Yeah.
talking about. It's good. It's always sad to lose pieces.
Yeah.
Is that what
Four.
that red thing is on his token? Because I thought that was maybe a wound.
He's fine.
It might be.
Mm.
Unsure.
Good.
So another some analysis from the other game. If it would be game over if Lila still had Maul's 2-pip, which would be Phantom
Yep,
Menace,
go to the bag.
because nothing could reach range 2.
Commander. Cool, finally.
So if she
Sorry,
had
these
played,
guys.
if she was able to play that card, that would be GG.
And-
But as it stands, we're seeing if Andrew can make the shots he needs to make to finish off Maul.
Because if she divulged that, then
Over
she's down
here.
to standing orders by turn 6.
That's right. So she won't get priority even with cunning.
And then give it another aim.
Man,
at
what a
the
game.
bag.
Standing orders for no reason. But yeah. Yeah. What a game.
This one's not half bad either. Luke Cook showing you how to play a gun line.
Yep. Luke Cook playing what he's comfortable with and
Yep.
showing you exactly how you play a gun
I
line.
played defensive gun line.
IG and
Start beyond 4
Shores.
Yep.
is one trick. Start beyond 4,
Sniper.
and then
Always
as
cover
have a higher
from
activation
every
count,
angle.
which sniper? Oh, the
and then
back
dip
sniper.
into 3, and then first out with whatever you have with a heavy hitter.
Yeah. Yep, don't overextend anything. Moving in and out of those range bands.
We'll be in on that mortar, I'm sure. We're popping for a dodge.
Okay.
So transponder dodge for the last full bike unit of Dustin KUPrianha.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way. Intent is to catch a sliver on the sniper and get some cover.
All right, trying to finish off a sniper. The sniper, I
Out
believe.
here, but your choice on the mortar.
I'll just hold it.
Yep,
Holding
that
away.
mortar for Vader,
Holding
yeah.
away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just hold it for Vader because you got to get those wounds on Vader.
We'll aim shoot the mortar then.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we'll aim, and you get a window again.
Yep. Yeah, I'll trigger it and just shoot at the
Kind
mortar.
of tipped his hand a little too soon there.
Yeah.
Saying that
Shoot the
Shoot
mortar.
this-
and
the intention of what he was shooting at.
one crit.
I mean, it could be
Crit.
a mind game too.
Yeah, could have.
Okay, we'll shoot the sniper now.
Yep. That honestly, that could have been a mind game. You
One
might
aim.
want to always shoot it and just want him to spend the standby.
I think if the mortar's still there, it's worth
3 to
shooting
cover,
the
2
mortar
through.
just to
Yeah.
drop the standby.
Lila versus Andrew heading into round 6 now.
All right, we'll have command cards soon.
Standing orders from Lila, and then
Yeah, and then I think whatever
Go to the bag.
Andrew has left. I
Yeah.
don't know what he has left. We haven't been watching over there.
2 games is a little hard to pay attention
It's
to
pretty
all
hard
at
to
once.
cover, yeah.
We've tried that in the past. No bueno.
One creative solution I've seen is have a
Back up
camera on
here.
the second game and then do commentary afterward.
And shoot at the.
But
Okay.
we haven't advanced
Yeah.
to
That's
that
a
level.
lot of
we haven't
of
advanced.
post work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't
Some
advanced to that level
velocity.
just yet.
Yep.
And you have the awkward knowledge of the end result
Of the outcome
of
of the game anyway, so you have to just
got
cast it as
Vader.
if
So
you didn't
players
know.
do have just
Start with a
12
rally.
minutes left.
Yep.
So they need to do a quick turn
Yeah,
5.
we're gonna do one
and
thing.
at this pace,
Yeah.
probably not going to. So I think turn 5 will be the final turn.
That's good. That's good.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It was Vader suppressed there.
I think that thing will be to.
He is.
Oh wow.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what was
Take
Vader
a
going
shot
to do
there.
with
I
his
think I'm
double
okay
action?
with it. I think
I
we're
mean, try to
gonna
engage.
recover.
If Vader never gets in,
Don't want
like,
that to happen again.
Vader just recovers.
yeah.
All right. Going to the bag.
Yeah.
It's gonna be these core.
Yeah.
I mean, Vader can still pull stuff off, and he has
We're
a
out on
bunch of
3,
bikes
you
on
need
1
to nudge.
health.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like I could easily see VM turn 6.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all the
How much?
push, push, choke, toss. That's -4, right, with Vader.
Yeah.
Could I get you on a cover?
We said the whole base, so
Yeah.
no.
Yep. So we'll just move up to about there.
Yeah, with the Vader's
Okay.
might, you can pick
Shoot
up,
Vader.
if you get it perfect, up to 4. More realistically, probably 3.
Yeah, more realistically 3, but 4 is the ideal.
Because you can move in, kill something. You can, if there happens to be one with just a unit near
3.
touching, you can choke it. You can
Crits.
push one off, and then you can Vader's might
Yeet.
for 4. But usually,
Double
Luke knows
crit
of
on
the
Vader.
choke, so he'll touch them all.
Sure.
2.
Ooh, 2 more wounds. 4
Onto
health
Vader.
left on Vader.
How much time?
He's at bounty range.
A little over 10 minutes.
I think we're getting 1.
Still like 10
Unless we
bounty
go
hunter
crazy.
dice that can hit him turn 6.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
us go crazy.
About to go into turn 5 here.
IG is just gonna move.
Dustin, that was a
Okay.
Yeah.
And you spent
All right, so we'll get the update
No, no,
on
no.
the
Oh yeah, he didn't have surge.
the AJ
Out, right?
and
Yeah, no, you
Lila
didn't have a
game.
surge. I thought it was. Did I roll wrong? I added 2
You rolled the
wounds.
correct number of dice.
3. You know what? I don't think I saw the one.
Okay.
I'll add another wound. It is definitely 3 wounds.
Was it a block and 2
There was
blanks,
no
or was
blanks.
it a
No,
surge
it was
and
a
2
surge and
blanks?
2 blanks.
And he
That's
had already
3
spent
wounds,
them.
Yeah.
And he'd
Yeah,
already
there was no
spent them.
surge.
It was 3
So he's at
wounds.
3 health left.
No, he did not. No.
And he could bounty,
He spent them
right?
all.
Because this is something
Yeah.
with KP that we also didn't
Exactly
talk
range
about.
3, we'll
If
shoot
Luke
him.
kills Vader
Yeah.
and the officer, it
Heavy
doesn't
down
matter.
white.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yep, wow.
Not for a while.
Yeah.
We haven't touched on this in a bit.
Let's go IG.
Alright, first aim.
First
Oh,
aim.
this is the steady turn, so we aim, move.
And second
Oh,
aim.
look at those crits.
So 4.
Into Vader.
4 into Vader, no defensive tokens.
1, 2.
Ooh,
That kills.
that's dead.
That's Ted
That's-
Vader.
That's very good for you.
Yeah. Wow.
I
IG88.
think
bounties
that pretty much
work.
seals the deal.
IG88 bounties Vader.
Holy
Should've been
moly.
a
And
dodge instead of
IG88's
a
full
recover.
health
That's
with
okay.
2 repair from Delmico still.
I
Oh
don't
my
know how that
gosh.
doesn't end the game.
Yeah.
I don't see a way out now.
All right.
Wowzers.
Oh, man.
That
What a
is
turn.
Devastating.
Florf says he watched the replay and it wasn't a surge, it was a regular block.
Yeah.
Did you go with this guy?
Yeah, he went.
Oh,
he was
okay.
he was here and
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep, he went. He replaced
I would trust
somebody
the
else.
players since they had the actual dice there,
Yeah,
but
I didn't see it.
Right.
All right. Let's do this.
Even whatever, yeah.
Standing orders.
oh, yep. So he's got the Boba 2 pip.
All right.
So he just brought
gets the
IG's 2
order.
pip. I mean, we haven't seen Whipcord played, but
Right.
All right.
man, that really just
Go into
locks
the
it
bag?
home because
Yeah,
he has all those single mall
Oh, yeah.
bikes. He's got to kill IG. Kazuka's definitely up on kill points now,
Yes.
Core.
so he has to try to kill stuff and contest, which then puts
He
all his
doesn't-
low health stuff in range.
Yeah, Luke doesn't even have to contest the middle.
I think
Luke can
we're
walk
just
away
gonna-
Yeah.
with the bounty in the back objective.
Yeah, and just leave some other stuff forward to get
Just sit
kill
back
points.
and kill everything that goes in the middle.
Because he has to, Dustin has to contest the middle.
Even range 2 standbys reach the middle.
Yeah.
That's too far. Okay.
I mean, he can just shoot the bike that's already there. He's got tons of options.
Clear
Oh, man.
So pivot.
All right.
Move.
Bikes are looking for an angle to try and finish
And
off Maul right now in the other
Pivot
game.
again.
If Maul goes down, it's
Move.
game.
Just making sure that I'm
But
at
Maul is currently
range.
dodged up, sitting strong, nice and protected, so there may not even be an angle to take a shot.
Okay.
And then even if so, it's clearly cover
Right.
with dodges. The AMG presentation isn't till noon, so
Oh,
nothing to report on
yeah.
yet.
He's
12:30, right?
He's very
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once it does start and we have the stream up, we'll let you know about all the different spoilers.
Right, and you guys, I think Professional Casual Network is streaming it.
Very nice.
So we are gonna do live updates, but we are also going to have that streamed on Professional Casual Network's Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can go over there and check it out if you want. If you want to get first-hand look.
Yeah, get the dual Twitch going.
Yeah, you could do multi-Twitch.
We'll inspire.
Yep.
Spotter. And we'll take a dodge.
Okay.
Got a little over 5 minutes.
Okay.
We will start round 5, no matter what time this round
This is.
Okay.
is. We will start
I will.
round
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we're getting one more.
So
Alright.
like if
Are
you,
we? Is this 4 or 5? What is this?
this round 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're getting one more.
Okay.
We will
No.
go to round 5.
Okay.
This is 5, right?
Would have appreciated the info before, but that's okay.
LJ.
LJ, this is
This
5.
is 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say. This is 5.
Sorry. Well then
I was
we'll
gonna say.
start round 6. I don't want to.
Okay.
Sorry, I totally see for the main cards.
Yeah.
Standing orders.
Okay. Cool.
I think.
That's cool.
Yeah. We're on 5 though.
Yeah, because all we haven't seen is the 1 pip. The only command card we haven't seen is Luke's
Yep,
1
shorten
pip.
it.
Yeah, so he has
Would've
1
been
command
nice
card
to
left.
know that.
Hence,
Yeah.
it has to be turn 6.
Because I would have played differently.
I hear you.
No. So we don't know
It is
what
it
Dustin's
is, I guess.
1 pip
so
and
we're just
3
gonna
pip
move
are,
and shoot the
but
bikes.
Yes, sir.
he has no more Vader, so he plays standing orders.
So what did he play in this turn? Turn 5?
Standing orders, right?
Yeah, I mean
Because Vader died on the 4.
I agree.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then he played the Boba 2 pip.
Wow.
Look at all those
Oh
crits.
my
All right.
gosh.
The dice don't lie. Those don't
Just
lie.
roll it.
Six,
Yeah.
just 6
Six.
crits.
From who?
2, 3.
On what?
That's
I
got
missed
to be
it.
short troopers.
Yeah, short troopers.
Wow, just sealing it.
Just
I don't know where.
putting the foot on the
I'm
throat.
missing some whites.
I'm missing some white dice.
Do I have some? I have some because I only brought.
Yeah, that was like Kyle's game. Well, he had to roll 12
6.
saves or whatever it was. He's like, I don't even have 12 defense dice.
I will almost die.
All right, the bike's on 1 health.
That was a crazy roll.
Sorry, Dustin, I didn't know I was supposed to play.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
So they will be getting all 6 turns in.
Yeah.
Confirmed by the head judge.
We're gonna improvise here.
Since they have the lunch break right after, I think they're not in quite
And
as
we're gonna
much
get
of
the
a
same
rush.
thing.
There's also not many activations left.
And,
And I think
it's
the outs
top
are-
4 in worlds. Like,
Yeah,
you want them
you
to
want
get to
Little aim,
6.
shoot 'em order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't
Which are you?
dilly-dallying on any moves. They were
No.
considering
Yeah.
important stuff.
Yeah, it was
So
just
30
being
minutes
careful.
extra.
When
is
it's this
like
close,
this-
Definitely got
it's
one
fine.
Yeah.
light. I don't know.
I think you
At
got
this
hit.
level of
Because we're calling the whole
competition,
base
just
thing,
say-
right?
Yeah.
So,
Extra time.
oh, that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So right now it looks like the expected outcome is Luke versus Lila. Literally, I
Got
Yeah.
saw people in
two
the
inches.
chat saying, I would love to see that matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get to see that the pink sun list. I haven't got to see it yet.
Pink Sun's in action.
Oh yeah.
2.
3, 3.
Oh, sorry, didn't see that.
Yep.
Luke
I
has
did-
already
you did what
spent
I did with
over
Vader.
this game.
So it takes 2 and a suppression.
Oh, they're discussing the matchup. Never mind.
Alright. Bag.
Yeah.
IG.
Just try and finish off the bike. Yeah.
I'm over here.
Luke
Try to
doesn't,
finish
or
off that bike.
Sure.
there are no dice pools
Got him at
big
3
enough
probably.
to one-shot IG,
Yep.
and he has the repair from Delmico, so IG is really safe.
Back
Can
up,
push to that
actually.
Yeah,
3.
sounds
More
good.
hidden. Don't want to lose them.
What's your points?
And it's that
1 Pierce 1.
IG
let
shooting
me
to
see.
finish that last bike and picks it up.
we may be seeing
didn't wanna
a
draw, he
tabling
died.
depending on if he pushes to the middle or not.
There's the other guy.
'Cause there's a bunch of
That
bikes
is
on
a
health.
that ringing is a trash cart that is
I was wondering.
squeaking by here.
Yeah.
There he was.
Some WD-40 to that man.
I know, seriously.
He's gone through the hall each day, and you can
Yep.
just hear him from a million
You just
miles
hear him from
away.
everywhere.
And he's just positioning his bikes to try and threaten because he has to. That's his only out. But even
I
with how
don't
many
think
dice
that's
are
even
left, I
now.
think he can't catch up.
No.
I mean, he can. His only. What are those?
All right, going to the bag.
Yes, sir.
Snipers.
snap.
I think there's some
All right,
coins.
so those guys will be in the open. The
Oh,
question
cool.
is, do I have range? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's. I think when he can try and contest the back one, get freaky and like displace somehow, but it's like that's so unlikely. Luke just kills his stuff.
Displace. Is there room
That
to
one's got
completely
1
cover
health
it
left.
though? 'Cause
No,
there's-
that's such a big
All right, I'll
KP.
try to snipe it
Yeah.
out.
Yep, sounds good.
Keep
'cause
going with the
displacing
hashtag
doesn't do
giveaways,
it.
Walking
guys.
chunk.
Keep going, because we're gonna.
Last giveaway of this match.
This is the last giveaway of
me
this match. It's
some
12
color.
Battle Force cards.
The entire Battle Force set. Official printing.
Included Imperial Remnant command cards.
Yeah. But boom, boom.
Didn't.
Aim dodge.
So both games going to 6.
Very cool.
We should get a resolve to the
Okay.
Andy Tyrell Lila
Thank you.
game very shortly. There's a massive crowd currently over there watching.
Oh,
Four.
jeez.
Look at the size of that crowd.
Yeah.
That is without a doubt the people's champion right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crowd
Very
favorite.
exciting.
I want range 3 of your HRU, if you wouldn't mind.
You got it. With the angle, it's a little less. You can go. Yeah, you definitely got it.
Okay. I'll move up. And fire at the HRU.
Yep.
That's 3 through cover.
Super covered. Why couldn't Vader have those? Good DLT.
Yeah, so with the streaming table, since they have to set up for stream and everything, we do always give them a time extension. So LJ was saying, despite it being the end of official time, finished the round,
they shot
still
already,
have
right?
like
Yeah.
about 8 minutes
This is
until
gone.
it happens for them.
Who shot?
So they're easily going to
the
get to 8
HRUs.
and then have their
Yeah,
15
aim
minutes
shot
for
to mortar.
6, or
Okay.
get to
Yeah, so
turn
this is
6 and
gone.
finish.
Yeah.
And he said since it's the end, he let the players know that they'll make
I'm
that.
gonna make sure I did that right, because my brain farted there a little bit. So this is a dead bike, and this is.
I think a bike died this turn, so it still is kind of in the bag, right?
Yeah, no, it's in. It's
Yeah.
definitely in the bag.
Okay, okay.
And the.
That is the snows over here.
Okay, so we got 2 snows left. Okay.
Yep.
And I pulled a cord. You didn't
Yeah, but he's
factor into
got
that.
2 snows, commander, and a bunch of bikes on 1 health.
I haven't asked a judge this yet, and I wanted to verify with someone. When you've got a unit that dies before being activated, it's in your bag still, and obviously you don't pull out the token and discard it.
Does it count for passing?
I know it counts for passing.
Yeah.
But if you pull that token out and can't activate it because it's
shoot
dead,
it,
discard it,
Mortar.
can you
Yep.
then pass?
Like cover.
Or if you're already committed to drawing a
from the
token?
suppression.
Yeah.
Well, we got the head judge here.
Another one.
Yeah,
Why don't we ask?
yeah, go for
No,
it.
that's suppression. Go ahead.
I don't know if now's the time.
Do the
Whatever.
bag.
All right, we're already in it.
4. Let's just go with these guys. Aim shoot the snows.
Sure.
1 through cover. I'll just spend the aim for Pierce.
You've committed to drawing. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. So just for you guys know, if you draw the token, you're committed to activating. So then the following
Those
time you could pass
guys.
because you've now
Right.
discarded the token.
If you have a following time. If
Yeah.
you're down to 2 tokens and you draw the dead one, you've only got 1 left and you have to pull it now. No
Give me
passing.
1
Okay.
off of him.
You go down the decision path of activating a unit or passing, and you can't jump from one path to the other.
Yep.
We'll be tossing impacts here.
Yeah, there's kind of an interesting thing with passing. If you have a unit you know is going to be killed, I've seen people throw an order on it just so that they can then pass the rest of their army.
That's not. I mean, yeah.
For example, if you're in an army that has like great
wrong
order
dice.
control
Ah,
and
impact.
you have everything else
I
hidden,
don't play
nice.
those.
Okay. So 1.
But yeah, there is validity in
Yeah.
I forgot you had those.
it's really a good idea to throw it in order like that. But when you're in an army like droids,
that. Right.
Bag. Sniper.
or Shadow Collective, where
We'll
you're just
aim
running a
fire
bunch of
at those
core.
snows.
Yeah.
One.
Which sniper?
It was a black.
Okay. Yep. Let's do a partial up to the rock.
Yep.
Let's do a dodge, and then we'll take the compulsory to there.
Okay.
It's turn 6, right? Or are we
Alright,
still
back to the
finishing
bag.
5?
I think we're finishing 5 still.
Commander.
Yeah.
He will give the mortar and aim.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Whipcord
And
come
he's just
out, I
gonna-
guess.
Yeah.
Move up there.
I'm out.
Oh, okay. Alright, so going to the bag.
So Luke's just gonna pull and shoot now.
Yeah.
Did you kill snipers this turn? You did. Okay.
Yeah.
And then mortar. We'll take a second aim and fire at white snows or
Sounds good.
black. First aim and second aim.
Got 1 crit already.
All right, so one crit.
through
All right,
on
they're
the
clapping
snows.
over the table.
They're clapping over the table.
Yeah, that was.
Let's see.
We have a conclusion to the Lila,
Absolutely.
Claire, Andrew
Both
Terrell game.
players smiling a lot because they're friends, so it's not easy to see
Doesn't
who
give
won
away
it.
anything.
Lila wins.
Hey.
Lila wins. Lila's
Lila
officially
wins.
our top
Is
2.
it I?
Yep.
Yeah, it was just
So
like
she will be walking out of here
She
with
will
at
be
least
the
a plaque.
runner-up or the champion.
champion,
The
yeah.
world
First
champion.
semifinalist
Our
of
first
Boba.
semifinalist.
the last 4 years.
Lila won.
Very exciting.
Amazing.
Move.
What a great job.
Yeah,
3 to 2 on recover.
The Maul was able to survive. Man, what a game. What
Let's
a
go,
week.
Lila.
The People's Champion going all the way to the final.
Yeah, hashtag Pink Suns.
Facing, so we're going to have,
And then he's
based
gonna
on this
do
game
his
state, unless there's something I'm
attack on
completely
those guys.
missing, we're going to have the defending world
so it's two
champion
red and a
against the
black.
People's
We've got these
Champion.
guys
So
first.
literally,
Yes, sir.
like,
Man.
I think
for
literally
free.
the 2 favorites going into it as far as who people want to see playing.
Nice.
Triple
And then
save.
the
Look
other
at that.
one. 1 crit.
Just throwing a lot of quick dice to get
There
through
you
the
go.
round.
Just suppression added to them.
Just 1 each.
Yep, 1 each.
Yeah, we heard.
Lila had 4 models left on the board.
Holding 3 boxes.
4 models holding
Yep.
3 boxes.
Yep. Sometimes that's how you win recover, guys.
Yeah. Man. What a finish. Our first semifinalist. All right, command cards coming down. They're finishing up turn 6.
Some dude brought over a couple of them.
Yep. Boba.
Yeah.
So whipcord coming out.
Huh? I don't know. Did we draw for the battle first?
No, we didn't yet.
2 commander.
Guys, we're going to draw for the Battle Force cards now, so get your entries in.
Hashtag
We're
giveaway.
going
Hashtag giveaway. Last call, folks. Last call.
Activate Boba.
Boba's
We're
gonna
gonna
come
do
whipcord someone.
Slip fire.
Yeah. Do the
Carbine
thing.
here. And then wrist rocket there.
Sounds good.
So carbine first.
Carbine.
Man,
Pierce him down.
Imperial
Show me
Boba
paint.
can just
Nope.
rip apart bikes
No paint.
until
wrist
he
rocket
doesn't get paint.
For 2.
I mean, they're all on 1 health, so
Little
this will probably
Pierce,
go
right?
back.
Nope.
I think there was a 1 and a 2, right?
Got him anyway.
Got him.
Yeah, that one had
We're
2
gonna
health left.
Oh, okay.
whipcord these snows.
Yeah.
And we'll move into melee with these snows.
Yep, so whipcord, then move to deny KP.
So you probably
Boba
can't
stopped
score
3
anything.
units.
Yeah.
Yep.
Between killing, whipcord, and melee.
Yep. Boba also great on KP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boba fascinatingly good on KP.
So is this just
It's a bike that will be the one
The last
remaining
improvised.
bike. All right.
so
Improvised
he's got
orders.
1 bike. Chooses not to go with it.
See if they get to do anything.
Yep.
Need to do something.
10 minutes, guys.
We'll check some impacts.
10 minutes till dice down.
Yep.
Snow's gonna throw grenades at the mortar.
Nothing.
Ugh,
but
Nothing.
not.
nothing at all.
Sad.
Go to the bag.
Yeah.
Sniper. Just aim shoot at that bike.
Yeah. One more and you got him.
Yep. Nope.
Maybe. Yeah. I think I got rock.
Yeah. Yep.
Guys, there's some spicy giveaways the next game.
Yeah, you guys better stick around because
Stay
there's
tuned.
yeah, there are some. We just got shown some stuff we're going to be giving away next round, and it is super spicy.
Some big old baggies of swag for the
Yep,
final.
swag bags.
You're actually going to get covered no matter how I cut this. So let's just aim shoot then. Actually.
Okay.
3, 1 and 1. Aim shoot. No, just one through cover. Oh no, none through cover. Heavy.
Right.
Another suppression.
Trying to blow that mortar
bag.
up, try to take it
I
off
mean,
the KP.
a fourth
Okay.
suppression means it doesn't score.
Yeah, that means it doesn't
Yeah.
score. So
It's already activated,
Try to finish
or has
off
it activated?
The bike.
I don't think it has.
I don't think so either.
I don't
Move
see.
into
I
the
just see
KP.
Boba's face
Yep.
down.
Fire away.
moving to the KP and shooting.
Fire one ready.
Kill him and I'll shake your hand.
Yep.
I'll shake your hand no matter what.
2, 3 actually. 'Cause the barricade doesn't provide
Yep.
cover.
Yep.
Good
He's
game,
gone.
Mitch.
And they call the game.
call the
Our
game.
official
Represent
second
America then.
semifinalist is
Luke
defending world champion Luke Cook, showing that
was,
you know
Good.
we've heard a
I
lot
wish-
of people
I wish it
say
would have been more interesting.
the last Worlds.
with Vader.
It was just
like,
North
I think we would have had an
Americans.
interesting
It doesn't
last
mean
turn.
anything.
I think you
Luke
still were
Cook
up there.
putting to rest
Like, but I wanted
Yeah.
to play that last
that
turn die.
number
He's
2, our
got these bikes.
semifinalist. That was no fluke. All right, so we have Lila, the
Thanks for the
people's
help on
champion,
bench calls.
versus Luke Cook, the world
Good job.
champion.
Yeah.
0
What a
points.
final, guys.
This is gonna be
What a
crazy.
final.
Play
8
roll
activations
turn one.
Mhm.
I wanted
versus
to play
12.
standing, but
Whew.
Double bounty versus Maul Black Sun
Just kinda
Spam.
use it as order control.
I am
Yeah,
so
and It
excited.
seemed like it
All right,
seemed
let's,
like you weren't
let's
going to get
draw
it.
a winner,
But at the
guys,
same time, I had to. You made
for
me
our
respect
giveaway.
it.
And in a couple
Um,
minutes, we're
and
going to
you
have the
kinda shut
AMG
down that
studio
angle.
reveal on
'Cause, like,
streaming on
right.
Professional
The initial
Casual
plan
Network.
was just kind of
Yeah.
shuffle the edge,
Yeah, if I
dive
didn't
for
have-
the back.
If I didn't have any
Jay
shots
Johnson
you
of
said-
111, are you here? You have won the giveaway.
Your bounty said absolutely
Guys,
not,
I am so excited for this final.
Um,
You don't
which
even
was
know.
fine because this was still a good path for me. But
Yeah.
not dodging, recovering. I mean, really, the triple rally was brutal.
Yes.
And then I probably should have dodged, but like I needed the actions next turn.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
is-
All right, and the
is
final
what she
starts at
is.
1, correct? 1.
My dice
1 o'clock, yeah.
1
dice were
p.m.
Yeah.
So
Amazing
everybody,
to
what
your
we're going
buddy,
to do
so
is we're going to
they,
raid. We're going to raid
they paid
Professional
dividends
Casual
back to
Network
you.
for the.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Good game.
We're going to raid for the
We're going to raid for the AMG preview, guys. So join the raid. Join the raid. We're going to raid Professional Casual Network. We're going to send all of our viewers, hopefully, over there. So get ready. We're going to raid.
We'll be back in an hour.
We'll be back in an hour, guys. For Lila Claire versus Luke Cook.
People's champion versus the world
It's going to be
champion.
super hype.
Spicy.
So sending you over there for the AMG preview, guys.
Yeah.